All right, a very good morning. Welcome into the studios. This is MBN TV. We're coming your way. We're bringing you. Remember, there was this crash in Tema. Yeah, we'll talk about the crash. We'll give you the opportunity to also word in, and then we'll look at the unemployment situation also hitting us as a people. And remember, you can join us on the front burner later on, right after that. But in between time and now, let's quickly run you through what to expect in the morning. And we know we always do it by going into our daily scripture, which is from the book of our daily scripture. We're picking a theme from the book of Numbers, the chapter 12, the verse 3. Which says, now the man Moses was very meek, that is gentle, kind, and humble. When it says somebody is meek, gentle, kind, and humble, and above all men on the face of earth, he was meek. Wow. So this morning I want us to share something I've entitled Strength in Meekness, brought to you in association with the Maranatha Power Ministry International. Remember, today is Tuesday, so the moment of miracle will be happening exactly 10 a.m. Later today. I'll tell you more right after this. You know, meekness often gets mistaken for weakness. When somebody is meek, is often taken for weakness, but they are not the same. I believe that a meek person is one who can maintain balance between emotional extremes and manage emotions appropriately. And this requires strength, not weakness. Meekness is not weakness, it is strength under control. Today's scripture says that Moses was the meekest man on earth, yet people do not think of him as weak. He was a strong person and a strong leader. A strong person and a strong leader. When we think of him, we think of a man who personally encountered God in a burning bush. Of a man to lead the Israelites through the Red Sea on a dry land. He certainly wasn't perfect. The Bible clearly shows his imperfections. At times, anger got the best of him, such as when he killed an Egyptian, when he smashed the tablets with the 10 Commandments written on them because the people were worshiping an idol. If you read the book of Exodus, the chapter 2, the verse 11, 12, and 32, 19, he didn't make mistakes, but not habitually. If Moses, in spite of his mistake, can be known as meek, you and I can become meek too. God created all of us with emotions. We can use them in a healthy ways or in unhealthy ways. Meekness manages emotion wisely. And I know today you pray this with me and say, Father, help me manage my emotions wisely, understanding that meekness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. Amen. If you pray this, we invite you to be part of the Maranatha Power Ministry. This morning we'll be gathering exactly 10 a.m. and then we'll be having the moment of miracle exactly 10 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon. So that's a wrap for this morning's moment of miracle. Just a reminder that every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to exactly 12:30 p.m. Moment of Miracles comes up live and direct from our studio. I want to say a big thank you for joining us. And that takes us to our next, which is the African Proverbs. And right after that, we go to the front burner, where we're looking at, there was this, I don't know how to call it, is a site from the Tema, and it's Anglo Community 1 to be precise, where a microlight aircraft 9, the AV, crashed. The 2 persons on board the flight lost their lives. Okay, so we move on. So that's it. And we want to remind you that our next move is to bring in the African Proverbs, which says the mouth does not rot. The mouth does not rot. And joining me in studio is, I don't know how the viewers will react today as he joins us today. Dinah Mamle Sakite. I know you're well excited to see you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, El.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
Yourself? I'm managing. How for do? We for manage ourselves like that.
I know, right?
Yeah. And good to have you in studios this morning.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Right. Well, so we welcome you with African proverbs, which says that the map does not rot.
What happens to it?
The map does not rot. It's a popular Ghanaian proverbs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that says that words once spoken can't be taken back. It is about the importance of speaking truthfully and thoughtfully, as spoken words have lasting impacts.
Of course.
Yeah, so those are that's the proverbs being given to us this morning.
It will surprise you that something someone said to me 2-3 years ago
It's still with you.
Yeah. So it's very true.
Yeah. So the map does not rot. I know from bread. You see, a tekremanya day emperor. If you
Yeah.
You see that? So whatever that granny told you some years back is still with you. So be mindful of the words you speak. Once spoken can't be taken back. It is about the importance of speaking truthfully and also thoughtfully, as spoken words have lasting impact. And let's move. So that's where we put a curtain on the African proverbs for this morning. And so the next is to do the front burner. The front burner. But you know the crash yesterday.
Yeah.
Very sorry sights in Tema yesterday. But, you know, I was watching the little kids running for their lives. It tells you that everybody knows what death is, right? At that age,
when you see it coming, you want to run and grab life.
You know, this is danger. I need to find a place to hide myself. And the record, but I don't know what this crash is all about.
I don't know. I think we really need to find out what's causing this. Last year we experienced one that I believe every Ghanaian don't want to remember.
Yeah.
Especially families and close people to the victims don't want to even recall what happened to them and how it unfolded. And so things like this, in fact, yesterday when I heard it, I was eager to find out the severity of it. And, you know, it brings back the memory of what happened last year.
Yeah.
And so I think we should really find out, like, what's causing this.
Yeah.
And also, if there are some kind of safety precautions before these helicopters fly. Like we should, because we can't be having a lot of this.
I know
we can't have this continuously.
Yeah. It's like last year we had series of crashes, and then the severe one was
some
the one
emergency landing and all that. We don't need that. We really have to check it.
We really have to check it. But the Ghana Civil Aviation, the helicopter crash in Tema on March 16, that was yesterday, killed 2 people on board.
Yeah.
The incident occurred around 3:30 p.m. at Site 18 in Tema Community 1 near a school park. The emergency responders, including the Ghana National Fire Service and police, quickly arrived at the scene to contain the fire and secure the place. The Ghana Civil Aviation later brought in a letter, a release, and has also launched an investigation into the cause of the crash. The aircraft, privately owned by Adventure Aircraft with registration number 9G-ADV, was reportedly involved in a training exercise at the time of the incident.
Oh, so it was a training exercise.
You know, it left home. It was to be in Accra around 3:30, and veered off radar at 2:18.
Yeah.
And find itself crashing in Tema. Eyewitnesses described the crash as a sudden.
Yeah.
Boom. It just dropped. Like having a ripe mango which fell, so it just dropped. So The helicopter, I mean, it's busted into flame. Fortunately, no student or staff was hurt or injured during the. I mean, that is the one. But losing 2 lives is not easy.
It's not easy, yeah.
Losing 2 lives is not ezy. We just pray and hope that things really works out good. For those of you, we'll try to bring you some videos from the grounds at the Tema Community 1 yesterday when the helicopter crashed. And then you can also give us your input, what you make of it.
If you were there, let us know.
If you're an eyewitness, you can give us a call on 0537158638 is the numbers, 053715. If MCR is ready, you can show us some of the videos at the background as we having this conversation. You can show us some of the videos at the backgrounds where people, those who mixed it up yesterday, although they might have heard it, but they know that this is what is really going on. This is what really happened in Tema yesterday. It's a sad story. Losing 2 lives is not easy. Family, these are the family. Yeah, family people.
These are people. Yeah. I mean, this is just a training to lose your life. So you haven't even started the practical of what you want to learn.
That's the information we gathered, right, to lose your life. It's a sad one. Yeah. The investigation into the crash is still ongoing. The Civil Aviation Authority leading the probe, Micro Light. It crashed at Oninku Drive School Park in Tema Community 1, killing both occupants. The crash occurred 2:18.
So there were just 2 in the.
Yeah, they just 2 on the flight, two on board the heli, with firefighters responding within 3 minutes.
Wow!
It's not swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, within 3 minutes, it could have been disaster. Yeah. So within 3 minutes, the firefighters were there.
That's commendable.
Yeah, the aircraft was in a training exercise and has been grounded for 22 years before resuming flight.
How?
Yeah, it's been grounded for 22 years. So why
fly it?
I don't get it.
Why risk 2 people's lives?
It just resumed flying in 2023.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some of these things, anyway.
Because according to the eyewitness,
have we gotten to a point where things like this we use robots to try them?
Maybe.
Rather than human beings. You get it? Because the risk is too high. Yes, because if you want to try this machine that has been there for how many years without being used?
It's been grounded for 22 years.
22 years.
It just resumed working in 2023. That is less than 3 years ago.
Can't be using robots to try it.
Well, if you listen to the eyewitness report, it flew very low before descending suddenly.
Oh.
So it could have been different. But it came low,
very low,
and then suddenly it fell.
Oh.
Yeah. So not that
if it was high, I can imagine.
You could imagine what would have happened. But even
their souls rest.
Even that is also another problem. PCR, get a Solomon Feke. We know there's some incident this morning. We had some shooting incident in Sampa. Some shooting incident in Sampa. We're also hearing something happening in the northern sector that has to do with water. So we'll be trekking down to these 2 regions, and then we're coming back into the studios. But this is the problem happened yesterday, and you can also join us by way of call. What do you make of this heli crash? We're getting various reports. I mean, the aircraft was involved in a training exercise, and this aircraft has been grounded for 22 years before resuming flight in 2023. The GCAA has confirmed the aircraft registration and is investigating the cause of the crash. The aircraft registration certificates, pilot licensing and training requirement, maintenance and inspection protocols, air traffic control and safety guidelines are in place for helicopter safety overseen by the Ghana. So these are the key aspects when it comes to the Ghana's Civil Aviation Authority. You look at the aircraft registration, the certification, the pilot license, the training requirements, the maintenance, and also inspection protocols, the aircraft control and safety guidelines. So the GCAA follows the international standard, including those set by the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, for specific incidents like the Tema crash. Investigations aim to determine the cause and recommended safety improvement. So we hope that they'll be able to tell us exactly what happened, and it came down low before it dropped. Yeah, before it dropped. And then we're getting some update on the victims' family and memorial service for the recent crash in Tema. A child, I mean, they are looking forward to see what they are going to do according to the family. We tried to get a family member to speak with us early in the morning, but she's not ready.
Yeah, Charlie, this thing is somewhere.
Yeah.
It's.
And also, Etta was saying, "Ote a crash na a din a bow more." You can share your thoughts with us.
So the people that were rushing to the scene, is it to see what is going on?
Or maybe they wanted to be sure what has fallen.
Was the crowd there?
Yeah, people were not sure what has fallen. But those who saw it, it came very low, and suddenly it dropped. So I'm sure that it could be two things. Either something went wrong. Well, we'll wait for the GCA's investigation to tell us exactly what.
But I like the swiftness of the Ghana National
Fire Service and the police.
How swift they were.
3 minutes they were able to put the fire off. And that saves a lot of life. That saves a lot of life. Well, quite interesting. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. Do you think of unemployment issues?
My brother, this issue, if you open the phone lines on unemployment, I bet you we're not closing this show anytime soon, because the rate at which people are looking for jobs.
You saw what happened in Ejiso.
See, people are walking into this office all the time.
Wow.
All the time. Not people are calling, sending messages, sending their CVs, their letters, all the time. So I can imagine what is happening elsewhere. All the time.
Quite interesting.
People are looking for jobs. But you see, the issue of unemployment, there has to be a strategic approach to it.
Okay.
I think that there has to be a strategic approach to it, because it's something that is not going to leave us anytime soon. Because when you look at the number of people graduating from schools, these are 99% of these people graduating from schools do not have jobs yet. They do not have any experience even on any job. So they are fresh. Now the question is, do we have jobs for all of them? Both private sector and the public sector. That is what we should be looking at. Do we have jobs for all of them? Does it mean that all of them are going to get that 9-to-5 kind of job? Should we start training people on how to be entrepreneurs and succeed at that? Like there are lots of.
I think what the angle you're coming from, I mean, is perfectly well, because if I listen to Alexander Afenyo Marcus, he make an assertion when he was speaking at the UCC. He said, "It's about time we, you see, the public sector, government employ only 6%.
Oh,
only 6%. That's the government quota.
Yes.
6% of the populations in the public sector, only 6%.
Exactly.
Even irrespective of the president asking that, now let's up the recruitment of the security, make it 10,000 yearly. It used to be 5,000 yearly, so that's 20,000. All right.
So if 100,000 people have applied for it,
and then look at the number of people who applied for immigration, 180,000. Now other security services, 105,000.
Put all together.
Put all together. You are hitting almost 300,000 people. Now, out of these 300,000 people, only 10,000 will be picked up.
So the rest, what happens to them?
Now, the big question you need to ask.
And you see, the fact that even the private sector wants to I mean, I believe strongly that the private sector would want to employ more people. Because when you take some institutions and some companies, for instance, they are understaffed.
Yeah.
They are willing to employ more people.
But the point is that the l'argent is not there.
Exactly. And why is it not there? Because, like, there are companies like that. They are not making money. They are not breaking even. So if you add more people, where are you getting the money to pay them? How are you going to take care of them? So you have a lot of companies, if they have the will, they will lay off people. But they also want to keep them. Now they want to keep them, but they are not making money to even pay them. So I think we should really find a lasting solution to it, both on the level of the private sector and the public sector. Because the number of people out there looking for jobs, it's serious.
The number of people out there looking for job is very serious, because if government is employing only 6%, what happens to the 94%? The 94% goes to the private sector. So this is where government is supposed to create that enabling environment and give the private sector support. When you give the private sector the support, because look at China, you know what China does? Any China company that is here, irrespective of whether it's making profit or not, you know what the government does is to cushion the entity with some amount of money yearly until they get to the level they want them to get to. So they create that employment opportunity for their people.
You are running a company in Ghana. You have staff, let's say 20, 30 staff. You are paying each person not less than 2,500 Ghana cedis. And you are not making 100,000 cedis in a month. You are not making, some are even not making 50,000 Ghana cedis in a month. So ask yourself, how do you pay these people? You understand? So like you're saying, if government is going to support the private sector in a way, I think it would help, because the private sector, to me, is willing to employ more people. For me, I think the private sector is ever willing to employ more people. But the question is, how do they take care of them? Because they are not making money. They are not. You see the companies, beautiful structures, people going in and out and all of that. But the question is, are they able to take care of their staff? It's not as if the companies do not want to take care of their staff, but they don't have.
So this is where government will have to come in and start looking at other areas. What can we do? What should we do? How do we help? What are the supports we're supposed to give so that we can employ a lot of people? And you see, I've always said that our education has not helped, in the sense that we are not grooming people to be that creative-minded entrepreneurship spirit which would drive the person.
People are not finding solutions. That's it.
That's the thing, because in every community there are problems that needs to be solved. So you are in that community as an answer to problems.
You're looking for 9 to 5.
Well, but you see, the point is that even if he has answer, some of them will tell you, I don't have the capital. You don't give them the money. If you give them the money, they will mess the money up. They will start buying things that they are not supposed to buy. But rather, like I said, when it comes to the bank issue, when they have to run all this bank insolvent and say that the Ghanaian banks are doing, what you do is that take the money in there, put people behind it, let them work behind the scene, and make sure the right thing is done. When they stand on their feet, then you can pull out. So for me, that collapse of the bank was one thing.
So you be like a watchdog.
Watchdog. For me, that collapse of the bank that we are cleaning, and then we lost that so much quantum of money and make people unemployed. Because the point is that if you have kept the people, you've walked in, and then you have used that money you are using to do the cleansing to support. Once you are doing your investigation outside and dealing with whoever might have done A, B, C, D, it could have been a different thing. We could have want some more people to still be in the banking industry working. And you can even take over the banks and run it as state-owned enterprises or state-owned banks. But we go in there, we collapse it, we become too, vindictive. That we don't want to see somebody succeed because the person has made a mistake. People make mistakes. We learn from the mistakes to grow up.
Yeah.
So I don't see the need.
No, you see, the thing is that, ask yourself, if a bank like GN Bank has 100 branches. Let's assume.
There's some villages you will go
Yeah.
and you see
GN Bank. Yeah. Let's say the bank has.
Oh, good.
Let's assume, without admitting, that they have about, let's say, 100 branches, and each branch has, let's say, 40 staff, and you collapse these branches, which has 40 staff each, 40 times 100. So you can imagine the number of people you have rendered unemployed. You can imagine the number of people. Now, these people are coming to add up to the existing unemployed people. And so, are you solving a problem, or you are creating more problems?
That's a big question.
Trust me, so today, there are people from these banks that are still unemployed. So today, as we speak, if we open the phone lines, you will realize that people will call and they will tell you that they are part of those who were laid off, they lost their jobs, and they are still unemployed.
Well, quite interesting. Let's move on to Sampa. We hear there's some chieftaincy issues and there's some shooting that has taken place. We have our man on the ground, Solomon. Solo, good morning.
Good morning, Council.
It's a saying.
Council, I don't remember what they are.
Nyamiadomo. Na ediene AC ewo Sampa.
You know, the Sampa. A job, meaning a chieftaincy dispute now across. By last month, and you must say the two families are all fighting for the chieftaincy. No, moreover, Nana somewhat Jaffa. No, see, when you go to the national chiefs, or no, and I got there. A member traditionally no, or not the Atlantic or not the owner of Sampa. And a time would be also to say, one also necessarily owner, but or not another thing. Now, a JVR you would say, Nana would be a what an Emma, so back again and that goes so, a position. I can't remember no. And the only that the chief were not that year would you know. I didn't tomorrow on the year. And that's what matters. If you do that, and you prove we can have to chief president, Nana my head, and the council member, and you do this to my head, and the other power chief Bruma, or support what the only Sampa mind or ye the lead, Nana produce someone and need the lead, which now. Nana like a flag who say, so I said, what touch your one. And you could even say, if you come among you when you hear. Now, like a who say, because of that, both regional minister or not a day, yes, who be a take your mind lawyer and the other full regional minister. Secondly, we look at the GD, what don't you know what the no about for joining or more. Monday in September, Monday on Monday. I get the center between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. And the Monday, the Cote d'Ivoire for the water, Ghana was so cross, and the Cote d'Ivoire was so cross. Yes, no group of them don't know your share, yes, dear, yes, someone, ye beer, who tea, and yes, I would be you know. Or what was the rest of Nana Samaka Amma in 2012. A man, another Nana who say they are adorable. It's the idea of the papa. And what is said so. Many will say, a branch here will yet the size of some would be out to a castle. I'm a left free. Nippon, you know so, or more prayer or more hospital. We are making a council in authority more than 2 hours. Almost spread Ghana police or what Sampa. Will be anyone. We take it until say they did more than 1 hour. And the Ghana police a buyer. We don't better to see what Sampa. And yet, as I'm saying, every man and not some like a flat. They pass up to see. Somebody are open way and a captain of our person. I'm looking at the some by that, but they say, you can't the authorities that we share here. At that time of the national media, or way now, now what say? A original minister, DPE, one original associate president, council member, member to my head, or more as a support now, or now. It is a global thing. And that's what I want to say. And that's your best now would give you. It's your money face one. On the face one. It's not much of good. And this what happened. You still back and run.
Now, since your security situation at the same or something.
Well, and not not to a form of so common or channel. Not a cat getting access to review. And my not that I have was the idea also. Telling about the engine. Other securities out of free other regions, you know. If you went to buy, and then if you straight drop, and it's very good out of buy. And get here, you don't see Bolivia.
So, Lofa, when Eddie H. na near a Sibiano, Wabe Boy. Yes, here that's a man on the ground, Fekes Solomon, giving us a briefing on the background. You have, we just want to take a listen to the chief. I mean, the Obusiampini of Efia Techua royal family, explaining the genesis of the Sampa chieftain's story. But I don't want to go into that this morning. But it's a sad story to hear that people are dying because of chieftaincy issues.
The thing is that I don't know how we can solve this thing. This chieftaincy issue, people throwing guns here and there, firing guns here and there. Is there nothing the security services can do about it? Because I feel it's some sort of threat to our society. Because the little thing you hear gunshots, the little thing people throw guns and then somebody loses their lives. Last year we were here. It was another chieftaincy in Mungwa here. Somebody throws a gun, stray bullet into somebody, kills somebody. Why? Can't we ban the use of guns during chieftaincy?
I mean,
can't we do that?
It can happen.
No, I mean live bullets.
Yeah, you saw the amnesty that was. You see the number of arms that were in people's hand unlawfully.
Why? You see,
serious.
We need to really take some pragmatic steps to ensure that these things stop. Because if there has to, maybe traditionally there have to be some sounds of guns somewhere during these rites, during these programs or something. But if it's going to cost lives, then why don't we use these gunpowders and rubber bullets and things? If traditionally the girls have to hear some po, let's use those, because the live bullets is how many times why should we lose people?
And if you see the picture of the young man that has been taken off, I mean, it's quite pathetic.
And it's not the old ones who.
No, it's the young ones that died for the old ones. I don't know why. So 053-715 says Yako Sampa no pay Yako Chichin come about I mean, you should lay your guns down. We don't need this. We want some peace. Petrol prices are costly. Among Crofas why prices no cost no among Crofas why now you see the in Tokwa. Oh, Debbie.
The thing is,
talk to me.
Like, and yet petrol prices on Guanamaya.
No, but just say petrol prices cost.
Like, Yaswa Yashik, things they bust our minds. So, these things shouldn't be happening for us to talk about them. Why should a young person with prospects lose their lives because there's some kind of misunderstanding about chieftaincy and somebody decides to fire a gun
and kill someone?
And this is not the first time this is happening. You get? So why should it continue? Why should people have guns unlawfully?
Why should it continue? Why should people have guns unlawfully? We're talking about the crash in Tema. If you're an eyewitness, you live around the enclaves and you want to share something with us on 053-715-8638. And then we trek to Sampa, where there's this chieftaincy dispute that one person has lost his life yesterday night. I mean, this shouldn't be happening. We're expecting that we'll get up in the morning and that we'll be hearing good news. There's some jollof that has appeared and people are enjoying. There's some akbala with abobri, taji, people are enjoying in the mornings. You know, that sort of thing. But we don't get up to hear that. We rather getting up to hear this.
Can you imagine?
I mean, people are not getting jobs to do, and then we are killing people. We are killing people. Now, Debbie. It shouldn't be sampa for yesremo ajubreo.
Relax.
More relax
Bojidi.
Mama command Tomo Yema away the anwashi and pay the anwashi. We I thank God that there's some. So this is the young man, the man that has lost his life on the screens. And this is a sad one,
He's
right?
such a young man.
Yeah.
Fine gentleman.
Fine gentleman. You know if you.
Why?
You know. Simple. It's not
good.
It's not a good thing to do.
It's not good.
Now let's go back and then do our unemployment thing. Obviously. I mean, if did you listen to the CEO of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GNCC, Macbedu Abuaji?
No.
Mark says Ghana's unemployment crisis could have been significantly reduced if the one district, one factory policy.
But I think I read something about it last night or so.
Okay, last night I shut back and I went back to that. He said something significant. That says that if the one district, one factory
worked, have
been well implemented, properly implemented, it will cut off some of this unemployment. It will spike. It will bring down the galamsey. Because the country does not lack well-designed policy.
The one district, one factory.
You want to talk about it?
It's a fine policy.
Oh no, Charlie, the policy, if you read it,
it's a fine
black
policy.
And white, a more there.
You see, can you imagine that every district has a well-built, structured factory
employing young people
that can employ not less than, let's say, 200, 300 people?
Yeah.
Let's start with 200, 300.
Yeah.
Every district has it.
And then we do shifting system.
Yes.
So you get the numbers to go up.
It will reduce unemployment, if not at all, maybe by 70%.
Yeah, it will reduce.
It will reduce.
Yeah, because
then the 30%, we will find a way of empowering these private institutions so that they can take care of the 30%.
No, but even the one district, one factory is supposed to be PPP.
What happened?
It's supposed to be PPP.
What happened to it?
I don't know. Because interestingly,
we have one functioning.
There were some old companies that were refabbed.
What is their position now?
And those companies
how many people have they employed?
That's a question we
since
need to
they were revamped.
That's a question. But Sugar Factory was there for
the point
how
is,
many years?
we play politics with everything.
Well, let's take a listen to Bedu Abuaji this morning. I want us to take a listen to Macbedu Abuaji, the CEO of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And when we come back, we allow you to also give your input. There are two things that we've tabled: the crash at the Tema. We went to Sampa this morning. We'll be trekking to the, yesterday there's a follow-up about this Nawoni intake. People were dredging, winning sand from the river. They were sacked. Later, they need to shut the plant. We hear some good news is happening there. Some new pipes are being laid. And so we'll go back. We'll join our reporter to find out what is the good news in the northern sector. But just before we do that, let's listen to Macbedu Abuaji, and then we'll come back in studios and have this conversation.
In the last 1 year, your sector, you haven't been employing more people.
Oh, others obviously would have employed, but not as expected.
Okay.
And let me put it this way. The economy itself, the structure of economy itself also has a problem. If you have an economy where the services sector is the major driver of your growth, then obviously you have high rate of unemployment. The services structure, the sector employs 6 million people. The agri sector employs 5 million people, and the industrial sector employs just 2.5 million people. It's a clear indication that the structure is wrong. In an economy like we are having, you expect that the industrial sector and agri sector will lead the growth, the source of growth, and then the services sector as a derived sector will support these sectors. What we are experiencing now is a structure of a developed economy where they have a very strong manufacturing and industrial sector, a very strong agri sector, and the service sector is providing support services. We have reversed it. So anytime you see the growth rate, as we are saying, oh, we have recorded 5.5 of GDP growth and all those things, all consistently what we have recorded, we call it jobless growth. So you see a growth, but that growth is not creating jobs. And when you consistently have that, the result is what we are seeing. So we need to change the structure of the economy, as we have said several times, to ensure that the industrial sector leads this economy. Industrial sector has a very long value chain. Long value chain. Assuming you are manufacturing, let's say, fruit juice, just for the sake of argument's sake, from the person who owns the land, those who are preparing the land, those who are producing maybe the pineapple and all those things, from those who are transporting, before it even gets to the manufacturing, the firm, they will add value to it before it is distributed. Within all these nodes, we are creating jobs for Ghanaians. But if the manufacturing sector or industrial sector is not doing well, the service sector, name them, you have banks, you have telecommunication. How many people are they employing? Only few of them. The only way out is to change the structure and also link the agri sector.
Well, so that's the president, the CEO of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Bedu Abuajimak. You listen to him. So we are not doing the right thing.
We haven't.
We haven't. From the word go, we have not gotten it right.
Because the thing is that people, like I said, people are graduating every day from different departments, from studying different things. It's true. The reality on the ground is that when you come out of school, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to practice what you have studied. But the question is that, are jobs even available for them to learn on the job in the fields where they really didn't study what they've been offered? Ebi niho. Ebi niho. And the little ones, the places where there are vacancies too, people are taking money to give you jobs. They are taking money you can't afford. You can't afford. My nephew has experienced this as we speak. And the money he told me about, I asked him, how much are you going to be paid in a month? To pay such an amount to someone to offer you that job. How much is that job going to give you? You get it. But this is a young person who is looking for something to do, who wants to do something. You can imagine how many people facing the same thing. So this, what he's saying is the truth.
What he's saying is the truth. 053-715-8638. What more can you tell us? Are you watching as well? And now pay. Niyama bi etitu wa bi fa unemployment. Ekwan ben so ne fa as a nation will be able to solve this problem. 053-715-8638. The phone ben ya hwe unemployment ya hwe ne si e Waterma community 1. Ya edenyame ase se ankoto baby a Accra bebre be hwe won kwan. Edin pa ne si GCAA eye ho adwuma enti ye be si bia no you benya sa report no as idea is see report here ma events aircraft no so ahwe from na it has helicopter ahwe from do Ghana and start a bonfire
nampire e bo from high bini
no okay say what's a Sunday Sunday na Bishop said
we should pray against accidents because he saw an accident scene and then people were taken out of like the accident scene.
So there's a ripple on the prayer curtail because you know there was a nursery school there.
Yeah.
Where it fell. So it fell outside
Would have been bad.
Could have been disaster. The number of kids would have lost, the teachers,
the teachers,
the caregivers. Wow.
We are praying, but we also need to do the right thing.
We're praying, but we also need to do the right thing.
We seriously need to do the right thing.
A fuel tanker has also exploded at the Porton Junction. A fuel tanker has over 10 exploded, spreading flames in a nearby house. Central region. What is going on? 053.
One tanker is form now, aircraft is form, then what is it?
I mean, dear Nakoi. 4 tankers every from a ship. Halis every from and rat, and tear as I'm dead. And the prince so a to I was sampa and ran a job. A dear betchin, or be a friend and one.
Too bad.
Unemployment and so I did. May I to canopy 053 and numbers is a front burner and Chibia will turn off from the front burner and then we move on to look at our newspapers and what has come in this morning. But you can share your thoughts with us. We'll be going to the northern region. PCR, if you can put Solomon, Philemon rather. Solomon was in the Bono. Now let's do Philemon in the northern region. Yesterday he brought us a story with regards to the Nawoni water issues. The Nawoni water issues. So we will go to Nawoni this morning. I will go to take a listen to Philemon, and I will trek back into the studios to have this conversation with him, and then we'll pick it up from there. So 053 7158638 the number 053 7158632. But let's take a listen to the minority in parliament in the person of Alexander Afenyo-Markins.
I don't believe in this 1 million job. You know, I don't want to say it's a scam, but I don't believe in it. I don't believe it is true. 1 million jobs in the informal sector or the formal sector. What are the breakdowns? Temporary jobs that 1 million people got, some 6-month jobs, some water to warasa jobs, or some construction. You know, now if government is saying that we've had 1 million jobs created, then let's just look at the opportunities in their budget. Are there major construction works ongoing? Their big push. Is there any implementation? At the district assemblies, what are the jobs that are being... It shouldn't be that opposition, so we are just criticizing. They should sit with us, tell us, give us the breakdown. There is nothing.
In the last 1 year, your sector, you haven't been employing more people.
Oh, others obviously would have employed, but not as expected.
Okay.
And let me put it this way. The economy itself, the structure of economy itself also has a problem. If you have an economy where the services sector is the major driver of your growth, then obviously you have high rate of unemployment. The services structure, the sector, employs 6 million people, the agri sector employs 5 million people, and the industry...
NDC tax force ena mohu yo ha no kwai ena enya body so esan say na yo manager e wo ha health insurance manager ya promote na e de no call ba bi fufuro yenim say NDC ejuso ha ye konkodin ena ye ba power enti definitely mpanyimfo na omo di anim ayekom kode no ye di bebre ebe hihye politicians no mo nso ahwe nkwala na omo ofo ma omo ye party no adwuma no na omo di omo nso ahihye o na obi akoma to nuam na mom ye nka bi hyemu ye manager ko ye be ma ye nipa a oda ye nim a ofiri adwoso ha no ye kofa obi efiri ba bi e de no abrɛ ye wo ha seto ye operations bebre bisa adwoso ha ye ni krachini ya obetima hwe health insurance ha ye obebre wa mpanyifo na omudi ye de moye kunkudi ma party no ba power no bebre wa obetima di sa adwuma no na adenti na omo no bu wo ye ma omo appointment bia na ye kofo obi afiri ba bi no krom ofiri ba bi ofiri ba no health insurance ye mfa no ko enti ne ye de ye kasa etiawa ye ni panyi mu bia edi kasa bia de ye pen say ya ye kunkudi ma party no ba power no yem fa ye mpanyifo no bi hyem na se bi o yem kwala no so no omo ntwa ye di omo anyi no omo hwe e wo yem person no kwakofa obi a wonnim ye oba obeba betena ye wo party wo power enso na ye ho aye mobo nti esra mo a ye kasa nyina no ye di panyin bia ni kasa bia na manager na ye de na aba no no premium ye ni ye pen
hey na Lois.
Yes, sir.
Now, Papa na olidi you know.
Oh, senior citizen.
Or a youth.
See, then American senior citizen like you.
It's or of employment.
Debut. This country, I guess, sometimes some of the things they are funny. So, is he fighting for jobs?
Or is fighting
on behalf of the youth? Or he also wants to be employed?
He also wants to be employed.
As what?
At
what age?
no so one position.
Then you pan. Hey, Charlie, a whole senior citizen. You see, I'm not trying to undermine the effort of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because what he's doing or what they are doing would benefit somebody somewhere. You understand? Calling the attention of our leaders, people responsible for this, it would open doors for somebody somewhere. And so that's a good thing. But the question I'm asking this morning is that, is he asking for jobs for himself or for the youth? Because clearly he's not a youth.
He's not a youth? You think so?
Oh, Chairman, this is a senior citizen standing there.
No, but there are people who are born grey.
Oh, when you see those people, you know.
He was born grey.
When you see,
no,
have you seen Mr. Easy's grey?
No, he was born grey.
Oh, no.
He was born grey.
Oh, Charlie.
No, if you look at him, he was born grey.
When you see a senior citizen, you know who. This is a senior citizen.
He was born grey.
Okay.
I
see a senior citizen.
You see a senior citizen.
Yeah.
I see he was born grey.
Okay.
Because in the nation,
I see. And if you look at the people, you look.
Now, you know, we had a similar thing in Tema West. Was it 2 weeks back? 3 weeks back? Remember? When they also went and locked up. Why is it NHIS? Why is it so? I don't know. Maybe your mind will have to tell her. Because you see, we can't continue using service to drive.
No, the thing is that the fact that you have the right to ask for jobs. You have the right to
give you the right to go and lock.
It doesn't
lock an office.
All these people have.
The police phone you are back.
Like if I work, it means that as a staff there, my safety is not guaranteed.
But the point is that I wonder why any of these things happen. If it's the party people, the security don't move in. That is
so they are party people.
They are party people.
We NDC for
angry NDC youth supporters. Angry NDC supporters. Any angry NDC supporters they go to my west. Angry NDC supporters are crazy. NHI.
The way people feel so entitled there. I'm not saying that if you support a party and they come to power, they shouldn't do anything for you. Because that's a typical Ghanaian mindset. That's a typical Ghanaian mindset that I wear party jersey, I go around.
So automatically.
So when the party comes to power, the Sani Ahami office Koni, I have to be there with air condition and
Why
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like
It
that.
doesn't work like that. And so I think it's about time. And you see, our politicians should stop over-promising people.
You think they were promising that has brought us this?
Yes. Because, vote for me, some party chairman somewhere, some party leader somewhere has gathered some people and told them that, oh, Charlie, no worry. As we come power there, I will push all of you somewhere. And right now you have come to power, you've realized that it is not as you thought.
Only a few people have gotten
it is not as you thought. And then the people, they can't even see you to ask you for the job we promised them. Because you are not available.
They don't pick calls.
You get? You are not pick calls. We are sister the number.
Now, Mami has a mission. So Rebecca just I'll get 2 people to come. And I met with back and forth. Obianya ready. Both sides. And then one side.
They are busy.
Both sides.
They are busy. They are busy. They are busy. You see, so I think our politicians should stop over-promising because, my brother, the thing is that if you promise me something, if you promise me time, I say you come at me about 59, I'm share me time. You don't promise me ni sabo treno too. If you promise me you bring me this today, I dey wait.
Better thing drop.
Yes. You get it. So if you tell people that, look, we are going to give you jobs, we are going to give you this, if you promise them, deliver. And if you cannot deliver, find an alternative for them.
If you can't deliver,
but the thing of people massing up with red bands, going to offices, especially public offices like the NHIA and all of that, to, like, the people there, what do they have to do for you?
Well, there is no way government alone can solve unemployment problems. We have government employees just 6% of the total labor. I'm giving you the breakdown. For just 6%, the 94% or so is being employed to the private sector. So just create the right environment. So it is the private sector that we must empower. We must create the right conditions. On the proposed 24-hour economy, the idea is not new in terms of rhetoric, as similar claims have been made about private sector leadership in the past. That is what they always say. It's private sector driven. Of course, it should be private sector driven, but their incentives are they provided? He questioned. That's the big one. Then let's go to the northern sector of the country and have a conversation with our man on the ground. Philemon, good morning. Hello, Philemon. I think we've lost Philemon on the line. If we get him, and also, you know, there's a big conversation coming up this morning. Hypertension, kidney.
Yeah.
And the woman that is coming, she's a very big woman.
Okay.
Big woman.
Nice one.
From Lekma Polyclinic.
Oh, okay.
She's a corporate polyclinic and wellness boss.
She should tell us what we should eat, too, because...
Why are you scared?
Oh, I'm not scared, but the rate at which these things, we're getting to see a lot of people with these issues is, to me, it's alarming. And so if it's about what we eat, it's about our lifestyle choices and all that, I think we should know.
We should know.
And do better.
All right, do better. We go to the north. Philemon, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You sound very exciting. Tell me what's exciting you this morning.
Excitement is about, good news we have gotten from Carol company here in Public. That was yesterday. Earlier today, Maui water treatment plant. It was about the new treatment that gets able to get to the that has been of each in so many years.
Philemon, can you do me a favor? Can you position yourself well?
Now it's a bit better.
Okay, so now let's hear you.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that yesterday, we happened to visit Ghana Water Company, I mean the intake that is at the Nauni River. And it was all boiled down to new equipment. They have been able to I mean the old ones breaking down all the time and affecting water distribution. So according to the regional manager, Mr. Steve, you want to boost water supply to Tamale and its enclave. They will be able to get new ones, replace the old ones. That is the good news for now. Engineers are currently on site. Yesterday when we got the working signals like to fix the new ones and hope by Thursday, Friday, the new ones will start operating and water distribution will be boosted internally.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. That is why I can see those excitement in you this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I've been talking to a man on the ground, Philemon. It's exciting to hear. They say water is life, and it's good to know that some equipment has been brought in, some new pipelines has been laid to make sure that they get the water well purified and distributed, fresh water to the people of the northern sector, especially when it gets to a time like this, it becomes quite difficult. The weather becomes so hot and scorching that you don't even get the water. So once we get to here, this is exciting times, right?
The thing about water, it's serious. You can imagine living without proper source of drinking water or even what to use for your stuff. And so it's something that we really need to look at. And I'm thinking that some of these things, by the time we realize it's on the table of Bishop.
Now you have to do mission works, right?
To draw water for them.
He has to do mission work. So people will need to support him to do that.
You need to.
Yeah, it's very important.
People have to really support.
You know, there's a scripture I read, Psalm 41. You want me to read it? An interesting scripture there. And Psalm 41 makes it very simple. And if people will go, and I love what the psalmist said on that score with Psalm 41, is a scripture on it has become a baby. He said what? Blessed is he that considereth the poor.
Yeah.
That's the first. He said, blessed is he that considereth the poor. But there's one thing here. He said, the Lord will deliver him in times of trouble.
So bring your money.
So when you consider the poor,
let's use your money to draw water for the poor.
Yeah, when you consider the poor, the Lord will deliver him in time of trouble.
Yeah.
Not just that. He said the Lord will preserve him. Not only preservation, but the Lord will keep him alive.
Yeah.
And then you know that the fourth thing, he shall be blessed upon the earth.
So bring the money. Bring your money. Let's draw water for people. But you see this issue.
And, you know, when I read it, I said, "Oh, this is good stuff."
Yeah.
Then you know what it goes again. He said, "And thou will not deliver him unto the will of his enemies."
Enough reason to bring your money for us.
So this is enough reason for you to give your money for
Let's
the poor to be served. Consider the poor.
Yeah.
Give into the mission work. Make sure that the mission work we drill water wells, right? And then schools are provided for them, so that at least they can also come to the same level with other the peri-urban areas. But they need water. You go to certain places. I keep saying that you travel to certain places in the north and they call it the overseas areas. In the same country, Ghana. And when you are coming back and you are not human enough, and you don't cry, some emotions, you actually, are they part of us? Are they part of Ghana?
That's the thing. But you mentioned one issue you wanted us to talk about, the fuel prices.
The fuel prices. It was saying no pay. Now also,
I think we did some street interviews.
Right. So
yeah.
If the team is ready and they could put the voices out there, we want to see the reactions of our people and what they said with regards to the fuel prices. Now it has gone, and this is the first time in the year that the prices are shot to that level.
Yeah.
So 053-715-8638. Numbers, no. Also between near to train come and paying somewhere ye did home come ye do one bobo ya cost sampa ya northern region ne ko tinia akoso sampani anti asem I say obi ahwe ne nkwa oko eba unemployment so I say aban betumi afa say ye 100 aban betumi afa ni pension ape. That's simple mathematics. Say nipa 100 aban betumi afa nipa
omo maka no mukoye
omo maka no bekoye enti ya drink chair say adan ye school no yen training crowd say na be ya wo mu fi mu a onim say ono so betumi aye adwuma bi ono so employee bi sa na ye boa private sectors no say because ye running your economy no like the advanced world. This is the problem we are getting.
We don't get anything.
We don't get anything, but we want to do like the way the people they get something to do.
But I think we should also support the government should support the private sector more.
Government should be able to put those things in place.
So that we would, the problem will be taken care of, basically. So that the problem will be taken care of. And the issue, I think, I hear the GPRTU is saying that they are not going to increase
their
prices. But let's hear from you.
Yeah, tomorrow na oniaka. Say ya me fafi kojo krom eko ahwem.
Eko Kwame Danso
ya tum. Ana say me fefi nwa eko C5.
Ya tum
from Shell to C5.
Adogono to
railway.
Shell.
Ya tum. 0537158638. Numbers no. Ya pese ye te wonka. Onso ne ye monkomo. Nsem ni bi ha adwene. I mean,
but unim say I'm also say you better fuel nimuno. O ma fill your tanks na mbibia.
And I said for how long? That's the thing. For how long?
But at least if for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
At least.
Why is the feeling? I'm so feeling danger.
O ma failure to be crazy o. O ma failure to be crazy. But you see, these fuel prices now, the cost so say you know. There are external factors.
Oh yes.
There are so many external factors that contribute to.
Only some kinds of external factors. Yeah. The other side of the divide, minority, we can say external factors be any. Abandoning a when winning couldn't ye into Nabana sa. I'm not going to say external factor be anymore.
Must we be too political?
That's a. It says to say a question. Omo say Russia, Ukraine, no. My boss will.
But do you know that Russia, Ukraine, they causing
Russia, Ukraine. Yeah.
But do you know that Russia, Ukraine,
they causing No, that is the boss.
But do you know that causing
Sir.
It cost us a lot of issues. This
country. It didn't say.
Oh, fuel, rice, oil, wheat. Almost every problem of the typical Ghanaian was caused by Russia, Ukraine.
And a COVID.
Yes. Yeah, it was most of our problems.
But such time, no, so now the other side also say, Russia, Ukraine,
but clearly, see, there are issues on the external market. Yes,
thing that
there are issues on the international market.
Politics,
we do not refine oil here.
You're refining oil.
It's not. So basically, we don't. It's not just about Ghana. It's affecting other countries as well. You get it?
Yeah.
So it's not just about that. But you see, when we talk about, there's going to be fuel increase in, then people are agitated, then our truck drivers too, especially the floating ones, they are increasing prices in here. And you know, dear friend, 0537158638. 0537158638. Mayente wonka.
Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
How are you?
I'm fine by His grace, and you?
I'm fine by the mercies of God.
We thank God. Can you please tell us your name?
This is your brother, King Taka from Takwa.
Oh, King Taka from Takwa.
Son of God.
Yeah.
This morning I'm enjoying the show.
Thank you.
And I send you greetings from the good people of Takwa.
Right. The Gold City, right?
Yeah. This morning, the issue I want to touch is about President Mahama listening to the pride of Ghanaians and expand the recruitment of the security. First, God bless John Dramani Mahama. God bless the womb that bears Dr. Kwame John Dramani Mahama. In fact, this is first of its kind. Because we all know that this recruitment have gone on over and over. Always the youth who are prized more than those who are employed. But there are not any time in the hand to recruit the youth. This means that this government has come for the youth. But one thing I want the president to know is that it's not only the security sector, the youth we are looking. The youth in agribusiness, we want to venture into agribusiness. So we should give us the enabling environment. You know, as all these youth that with that kind of sort is passive. So we need a mechanized way. Just look at this. If the government is providing the youth vehicle, the tools and equipment, fast land, and the inputs, and let's go into that business and do it fast so that the government will get money to pay with the youth. We'll do it. So I'm urging the president to look for the youth in Agric also, or the Agric minister, so that we can absorb more of the unemployment youth in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're grateful, my friend from Taka from Takwa. Greetings to everybody in Takwa. You can also join us 0537158638. Unemployment is a crisis, very huge crisis in Ghana. Government employing only 6%, and government provide only service. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you? Oh, let's speak our tree. Can you encore? Near frost saying over a fee.
Yeah,
Now, Otterdene.
yeah,
Yamina Bruma, Yansi and Hui.
yeah.
The intel.
I bet we're going to do for one professional about sexual organization.
Okay.
I'm not for this, my own reference to and that nothing but to go for what to because what to amount for coming to the reference go on to that was not what to nothing is that's what you are seeing now. They get the book of a good number of books to attack you are seeing but that's what you are just the way you got to watch them out to keep having at the bottom of coming out there for me. Can't let it go. We're not going to be much of what that program. Not the same way with all cowards and this one, no cancer. Today, there are entire issues about the one with that Fuku or the all about the show one way to man and about. But you will do your snack or the attention to which the thing that you want you go. I can't get $1 million. That $0 or $2 million. Which is the first man to $2 million. Not just about the $12 million. That will body $10 million like that. Or that will about $150 million. It's only the first man that $0 million. First man that you pay in and what type of thing, life person, would fear or cement, water on the face.
the group that media said not to be a also the reverend at Travis and the Mendana. That's you for the phone also. You should know new craft baby today. Papa, we are Panyaku, the same room now. We have the same bottle. Also, India 50 Ghana or the first month. That also gets 3 million. In December now, we are what's an hour for them to work the some people never done it, duty. And then the second year, the first month, I said, no, Sam Papa. There's no company to open. Then run so sharp, I'll take the this is what for them, not watch them, but don't put on an academic count. The entire media was pleased with the ended down Accra, or a little ended down. The water for that you people the daughters were Accra, yeah, Jimmy home. Now, but you know about to get 2 million. I will see you don't be a what that said, would you put your first man, piano, or more than first once you that you will not be a 12 million. Now, what they 8,000. No, we can't do that. We will change that to the moon. Also, more brand on there, we can register. Offend the name. We will do it.
Matty.
Not only the Jimmy or very pretty. The next one, never probably go down so many times.
I think right, yeah, that's it. I think he has
wonderful
a point.
Suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, this is brilliant.
Wonderful suggestion.
From the man from Sweden. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there's another person.
Hello, good morning.
Okay.
0537158638. And numbers also between me after any after come and anopay NGBA, you newspapers, you be boss to. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Me pa chobe me about TV no volume na akofom kakra. Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Na o TV no volume no enkofom. Morning, na o TV no volume enkofom. Ya me adumo.
Pacho. Oya program no TV no so meeting no man. Me pacho bibi e primacy. Me pacho me ta tembi. Ghana, one ya bet, if it's Mamma, you will be for you. And war, first to need this and move to him at them. Minister, and no one come now can't answer. I know. I think this is for talking at flower.
It's you.
This is not yet need to see Ghana. I am a baby, upon nanny, and I want them to the family. This method, the ordinary reason, no machine, this method can happen.
Oh, okay. Oh no, your machine maybe into which me akasa. Yet you.
I want to put the basic bone, I have got a machine, and that's the why.
You. Yati. I said it's here but I said she's looking at a number of refineries.
Yeah.
But we have Tema Oil Refinery, the refined crude oil, and then we have the 4 tanks, which we use they call it the farm tanks, where we store finished products in the tanks. Some of the tanks were, but if you listen to the CEO, over the week, last 2 weeks, I was saying that they're working on the tanks. They've refabbed most of the tanks, so now they have enough of fuel that has been stored. Right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm good by His grace, and yourself?
By the grace of God.
Great.
Thank God for His day.
Right. Your name and where reaching us live from?
Yeah. My name is Joseph. I'm Joseph Ude, and I'm calling from New Wager Estate, precisely.
Okay. Let's hear.
One of the former media managers, one of the biggest advertising agencies that run. He was in the media for about 20 something years.
Oh, I think the name sounds familiar.
Yes.
All right, you know what we're going to do? I'll talk with you right after the show. Great.
It's a long time. When I start honestly, it's a kind of joy to see you for doing this. Especially your leading. Then that's so it is so particular about issues and they address them well.
Thank you.
If only have already lost.
Oh no. I know you. I know you.
Yeah, you know what, my brother?
Talk to me.
This country that God has given us,
Yeah.
this is the most beautiful country in the world.
Mm.
But we know we Ghanaians, we have not realized what we have.
Sure.
And if we don't know what you have, how do you handle it well? It's like giving an iPhone to a small boy. He has no use of it. So you use the face to scratch the ground on the floor, destroying the screen because he doesn't know the use of it. And it's like the beautiful country that Ghana, God has given us in this country. We don't even value the things we have. Now everything is turned into different things altogether. Must we depend on other countries for oil and other things? What we have is country. We are now draining oil in this country. My father, there is a lot we ought to do. And I believe that we must set up some kind of program that would develop individuals instead of all of us depending on government. You see, well, the media terrain is all about reading the newspaper and then talking about what somebody did. That's okay. We get to know current affairs. We get to know about things that go on. That will help all of us to shaping up. But we must study that to put a certain kind of program that will direct and give the youth creative ability. Not to wait for the government to employ the over 500,000 people who go they want to have campaign. That is what will give somebody an opportunity to get bribe or somebody from somebody. Whenever something becomes so necessary, important, commodity is so hard, everybody wants it. What happens is that the price of that is increasing. We must be acting doing as a country. And I think our media houses should quickly find a way of telling it. Now, when we talk about the King James, this is a Ghana man, right?
Yep.
If that woman, so instead of even know that King James, who introduced the Bible, was one of the people who came to rule us and moderated us. The question is, did the Bible help us? Has the Bible done us good? I can say that the Bible has helped shaping us, some of us. But even that, talk about a pastor. All the pastors, how many pastors do you have in this country? How many members do one church have? And if a pastor, a bishop stands in front of the people, what is he telling them? That will motivate individuals to look out for God. Not because somebody is a witch somewhere. It's a demon from meanwhile. Look at a bank manager. A bank manager wants to have a degree. He solely depends on the woman who is selling at the market to come and sell before he will run a condition car and sit in a condition room. And he will enjoy better. The MP who wants to have a degree, PhD, he solely depends on the country and the status of the poor people who are sitting at the bush, the market. No matter class, and he decides to have enough food. The president has become a president, wasted a lot of money to do campaign. Campaign, how much did they use to do campaign? That campaign money can build hospital, can build roads. But we use it to do campaign, and after the campaign, one person calls himself as a campaign manager. Over you never matter, over there, no matter that who's the fight.
Hey, now I said, when I almost had to pay.
So we need to develop the ideas of our people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you honestly.
Yeah.
Let us find a way of developing our children. And one thing in this country is that you're pen credit.
Yeah.
You're pen credit. You want to do is that. So please, I am pleading with you.
Sure.
For being in the media moment, something
I know.
I want to look at it. I tell you not to talk again. But I bless you people. You are doing a good job.
Thank you so much. I'll talk with you right after the show.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Right, you're welcome. Why 0537158638 is the numbers. Let's get. We need to solve our problems. Yeah, we need to solve our problems. And you ever sorry this the front burner. Because some big woman is in the house. No. People want to know the big woman. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, if you could position, over to me, Jine ye kakra, title ho kakra. I'm not tilting. Hello, good morning. In Yamia, the moment when you're on the way. And the Odia Casamianco.
What they say, found one, it's in another airport. Now, that's where they can say, by also on a shepherd, it was a people on a shepherd, it was every people in the football down, 2025 also. That is done, isn't it? That's what they, you're not for one of them, not for one, anything. The Tamama, of course, number of the book at Yesu, what are listening, and the Sunday. What's it all about? Sweat the bottom, a bottom, a proper down, the Konada, a point the cinema, and the top of your credit food. The level of the number of money of the country, the same up and look at it, when the second time of what's there. I did also up, you can look at that.
Yo, yeah, that's say. Sounds we Yamra Freya on the front banner and they are not pay.
We have one of our viewers watching. His name is General
Israel Lucky, okay.
He's in Nigeria.
Okay.
He's watching the show, and so we want to say a big thank you to him for tuning in this morning and joining us on the show live. And also greetings to all our Nigerian brothers who are watching in Ghana and even in Nigeria, because you know some parts of Nigeria they get to watch.
They get to watch the NBN TV. I think we get. I think the evening the news focus. There's a particular two guys who sends messages all the way from Nigeria. And we've had some calls from Sierra Leone as well. So we want to say a big thank you.
So thank you to General Lucky for tuning in this morning and joining the show. I mean, he says he's enjoying the show.
He's enjoying the show. Thank you so much, General Lucky, and all the greetings to all the Nigerian community. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir. Nyamena do more than one swear. Nah.
So if you are compared with just NPP is far better than NDC. Because let's assume that 2024 the campaigner, President John Dramani Mahama Obaya Bekan. Obaya will say the president will be doing for our economy in our deba. All the people in the detail about that thing for our economy, the biggest way fine. Obaya Yamela doing you Obaya for Obaya Yamo, why the women apparatus. Obaya, you will know. So come it. The same Metro 7 cities. It is so to 7 cities. Not a previous government law, not up to 5 cities. Not the same 7 cities. What is it? I do. You play to say, you poor, you can poor. You can poor. Obey, should obey. Poor. What is what is because of a one city? So, you are sitting, so you are sitting. That's something. They are still making the blame. If you compare previous government with president, current governor, you want the previous one is far better than a current one. You want to, but they have been in the deal of Didi. Now, they are used to see a bet. India Kamen Quadia and Car, and very soon near Oba, as a youth, I say, two kind of boom. Nako, You know why not be so that you have to buy. Yes, Casao, what you can do on the buy, you may get it. Yeah, you may have that. Why you are to him, but somebody I'm here to a come.
Yes, we are Darcy. Amen. Yamanson Kawanso Oho 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us as a Enchibia front banner. Or say here sorry your book. Could be a hypertension, any kidney issues is on the rise. Statistics is really not good for us.
It keeps increasing.
It keeps increasing, and the young people, able bodies are all suffering from this disease. And in Ghana, 46% of death is preventable.
Yeah.
Communicable diseases are taking our lives, and we don't want to die early. Well, can we do the newspaper at this point, because we've done exactly 8:25?
Yeah, we can.
And I think this is where we pull the curtain on today's edition of the Front Burner. Remember, Front Burner comes your way right after the African Proverbs for the day. We rush you through to 8:20, 8:35, and then we can go and have a big conversation this morning, and that is what we're going to do. And I'm here, like I said. It's not today. She's here. You heard what my friend said.
Yeah, I heard what he said. I heard what he said. People can't compliment people in peace.
Yeah,
he's complimenting with caution, really.
Yeah. I mean, no, he's been like that for some number of time. There's also one person who always watches this. There's also an old guard.
Okay.
Trying to see how I can lure him.
Okay.
To come support the team.
Okay.
And to build a very solid team. But I'm looking forward to see. We'll definitely get other people who have said, I don't want to do anything again. I'm tired of these behaviors and blah, blah, blah. To bring them back on board and see how we can turn NBN. I want to see NBN to be one of the and it's the finest. You can think about it. Trust me, it's the finest you can always have. Now let's do the newspaper this morning. Let's do the newspaper this morning. Let's start with the Patriot Press. The Patriot.
I see.
You know where it's coming from, right? Patriot. And it starts with Anodonpre, Dr. Yao Opoku lead minority MPs visit to cocoa farmers in Ashanti region. Become a member of the Elephant family today. NPP unveils sweeping digital membership drive as party leadership pursues transparency and organizational renewal. And then you see the General Secretary there. Osayin is also saying something there. So those are the story on the Patriot Press.
All right, from the Patriot Press, let's do the Daily Searchlight. It says, disabled with no jobs demo coming on 24th March 2026. Helicopter crash in Tema claims 2 lives. And Unimac brings... Unimac holds 4th congregation. Okay, I think over the weekend. And ECG rolls out corporate strategy to enhance operations and revenue collection. Freddie Blair remanded over land dispute.
Yeah. It's not going to set April.
Wow, that is for the Daily Searchlight.
The Spider has a story to say a Libram Musa named 2025 UHC champion for advancing health equity in Ghana. 2 dead in a training crash. Ghana won. Control spending or face crisis. Minority demands Ablakwa grilled over Mohammed's jet. Court orders MPP's bankroller to speak. Gold Board defend force procurement this morning.
Okay, the archives says Mahama directs increase in security recruitment to 40,000, and Freddie Blair remanded for 3 weeks. That's also on the archives. Osei Akoto slams NDC chairman over overemployment remarks. And I think what he said about well, helicopter crash is here again.
With a youth story and
he says if they recruit all of them, where would they catch?
Where would they? Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, this one has a way of.
He has a way of throwing his humor into the system.
Oh my goodness!
Let's say,
Anyway, Lance Minister launches journalists against Galamsey today. Okay, so this is happening today.
Yeah, it's happening.
That's
today.
It for the Archives newspaper.
Now let's do the Chronicle. The Chronicle's a gold board seals 27.5 million geological deal. KT to AG. Ato, withdraw your report from Parliament or face me in court.
Wow.
Hey, KT Amon. Greater Accra House of Chiefs trolls out Populampo. That's Chief Tansy will not make us sleep, right? There's a scripture there. I don't know if you can get because it's blare.
It's really blare. I can hardly
Okay,
see.
so we can move on to other
Okay, let's move on to the Daily Guide. It says Gold Board GGSA to invest blocked out mineralized areas. Okay. And the helicopter crash is also here on the Daily Guide. Security Services recruitment. Put medical exercise on ice, minority leader. And 3 grabbed over dollar counterfeit. Now, they will track counterfeit, a dollar. Hey,
and I say it's something
you want
that
big money?
That has been there.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's been there, but does it have to be?
No, try dollars. Yeah. There's some that try pounds and euro.
Okay. Then I grab it. Court orders one to me to answer Galamsey charges. This issue, you see,
open your defense.
On this issue, I have a lawyer friend who posted something. I don't know if we can take it, but yesterday I was going through what he posted about the Wontumi issue and what he makes of it. It says, so let me take it from here. The High Court dismissed a submission of no case filed by lawyers for Chairman Wontumi in public versus Bernard Mfibo-Isiako and others. That's the case. And it says the court is dismissing the application, affirming that the AG had made a case against the accused with warrants, which warrants him to open his defense if he wishes to do so. This significant development in this high-profile case represents more than a procedural step in the trial. It reflects the strength of prosecution's preparation. And in complex criminal prosecution, the ability of a case to survive a submission of no case to answer often demonstrates that the prosecution has presented credible evidence capable of sustaining the charges at the law. And it says that it also affirms the strategy adopted by the Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine and his deputy, Dr. Justice Sai, which prioritizes careful, meticulous preparation of prosecution dockets rather than the mere pursuit of speed. Through investigations and well-structured evidence remain the foundation of successful prosecution. At a time when public commentary sometimes equates quick action to effective justice, today's development serves as a reminder that justice is better served through patience, precision, and strong legal grounding. We must continue to trust Attorney General's approach of building ironclad cases capable of withstanding the most rigorous legal scrutiny. All oppositions to oral will fail. Only strong cases built out of careful, detailed preparation will survive.
Yeah. Now, I've said it time and time again, because if you look at the law and how the law is, that they said the wheels of a justice grind slowly. It's patient, but you need to be able to, for you to be able to nail the case, because one iota of a sentence can turn the whole thing around.
Exactly.
So you need to be meticulous. You need to know exactly where you are going, get the facts to back every step of the way.
So clearly, for for his defense to be asked, for him to be asked to open his defense, it means that there's a careful preparation of evidence
before they go
before they ask you to open your defense.
That is why I said with the oral thing.
So it tells you that oral is working.
It has to take time. Because
you can't just throw people behind bars.
You need to be patient enough to be able, when you are asked to open your defense before you go into the plenary, you sit to argue. So now there are pros and cons. Then you can decide whether to open or not to open. Or to
and there are implications
whichever way you go about it. So and each of the steps have its own rules that governs it. So if you decide to say, okay, I'm not going to open, these are the consequences.
Yes.
If I open, these are the consequences.
Because you see, in this case, you don't even know the evidences the other party has gathered over.
And the point is that don't forget that they've picked somebody from within you to be
testify
their witness. So that's another thing. So let's wait and see how this thing unfolds.
So clearly, this tells you that the oral is working. So I think I agree with him hashtagging and saying that oral is working. I think some I kind of agree.
You know, people want some kind of a speed.
We are in a hurry, but it doesn't work with speed.
No, the point is that law doesn't work with speed.
No.
Law is.
It's a gradual process to gather evidence.
How come somebody like the South Korean ex-finance minister will have to take about 20 years and now being jailed?
20 years.
Yeah, for life.
20 years.
Yeah, so it's like that.
It takes time.
Well, Daily Graphic has 2 die in aircraft crash in Tema. Escalating Middle East conflict risk a higher inflation.
And let me credit my.
No, you have to say a big thank you to him.
Yeah, that's Benjamin Alpha Edu Esquire.
Okay, Benny, thank you so much. We'll have some conversation behind very soon with you. Mofa audit. This is what gets me angry. Tons of rice. Maize missing. 2 ghost companies paid 24 million Ghana cedis. And then, what is wrong with us as a nation?
24 million Ghana cedis.
Ghana returns to May, June, WASI, SC. I think it's good. Verify before you travel. It's important. Graphic arts and stories and many more.
Okay, so let's do the overseas. It says World Bank MD praises Ghana's economic turnaround. And court orders want to me, that story is also there. Fear grips CEOs, MDs ahead of imminent reshuffle. That's good. And 2 dead in the helicopter crash yesterday. Ghana to evacuate citizens from Qatar over security issues and all that. World Bank stands ready to continue supporting Ghana in job creation.
All right, so that is where we draw the curtain. You have any story that really want to look at?
The Wontumi story is very interesting to me. Yes, and also the job creation, the World Bank willingness to support Ghana in job creation. Also, the reshuffle is also interesting to me.
Very interesting, and also don't forget that Ghana, we are in a Ghana man. So we talk anything Ghana. We eat anything Ghana. We sleep anything Ghana. And also don't forget that we'll bring you some bobobo very soon. The Temukuchu, okay? And then you can also get registered. We'll have some conversation with that admin. We have to start doing some registration for people to come in and then come and do a setup in our enclaves. Come home.
You know, we have a food bazaar coming up on the beach or on Easter Monday. And so if you're a food vendor, just give us a call. Just give us a call. Freya nafa wejani besi wa food bazaar.
I need to speak to Jasmine one of these days.
One of these days we'll bring her on the show
to find out. Preparation
how is it going?
All that. Now, also, what's the saying? We're going for a quick break. When we come back, there's a big woman joining us to have a big conversation. It's about your health. Ghana needs you alive. Stay alive, and also don't forget that if you've not registered as if you're a delivering company, a delivery individual, if you have at the back of your mind you want to set up delivery company, I want you to get registered. Register your fleet. register your motors. All you need to do is star 928 star 007 hash. You can get all your documentation done, get registered, boom, then you're good to go. So that if you go and carry food and they catch you, no one register. Under the wallow wala. I'm the market show.
From 1st of April.
Tell you on the match on the I'm a market one. Because since your window the way dear mama one from August last year. On the 1st April, they pim near 17th. If you've not registered, fan na ye heshibami. Ya no ya register o to fe delivery. Allo o fe omo. Allo o dwen ya ka ba fe. Me have code there star 928 star 007 hash. O follow prompt ke o use yam then job annual register ke o use mini ISO or use Android annual register. Allo I am a website there. No, I register. Oh, father, oh, in small Sunday. I love you so much. I don't want you to for your motorbike or car to be cramped. Oh, father, hello, bas are unstoppable. We go for a break. When we come, that conversation is coming up. Stay with us.
Every day on Ghana's roads, thousands of riders take to the streets to earn a living. But in just a few seconds, one mistake can change a life forever. Motorcycle crashes are rising, and riders remain among the most vulnerable road users. The truth is, many of these accidents can be prevented.
Ride safe, check your bike, wear your helmet, overtake wisely, obey the rules. Get licensed with DVLA and register with PCSRC.
With discipline, with training, and with respect for road safety. Soon on MBN TV, you would hear
Welcome back from the quick break. If you just are joining us, you live on MBN TV. We coming to you from our studios located on the 10th Avenue Extension, Greater Estate at Nungwa Adogon. And this is where the action is. This is where the show is, the national policy focus. We brought you the front banner. Now the attention is on the national policy focus. What's the policy direction when it comes to health? Why are people losing lives? Why is Ghana losing so much lives when it comes to our health? This morning, we are going to look at combating hypertension and kidney disease in Ghana. What can we do? I mean, that is the topic for discussion. I mean, combating hypertension and kidney disease in Ghana, what can we do? And our guest for this morning is from the Lekma Polyclinic, a senior nursing officer, wellness, and also corporate at the Lekma Polyclinic in the person of Madame Celestina Ativo. She'll be having this conversation with us this morning, and then we'll be looking at the statistics. Now, if you look at all the news portals, for some few days now, has been running with numbers, figures. Over 4 million Ghanaians are living with kidney issues. Over millions of Ghanaians have hypertension. So we decided, look, it's better for us to know what is really killing us. If you look at the statistics that came up some few months ago, 46% of non-communicable diseases are killing us as a nation. We need a workforce. We need everybody to be strong. A healthy nation will give us a healthy economy. So once the people are not healthy, the nation cannot be healthy. So we need a healthy people to have a healthy nation. So the healthy nation with a healthy people, we have strong economy. We can build and have that resilience. So let me say a good morning and welcome to the studios of MBN TV, Madame Celestine Ativo.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well by grace.
She's such a big woman. And I want to find out, I mean, let me start, we know lifestyle changes is one of the things, awareness and screening is also something we can also look at. But my first question is hypertension, kidney. When we say hypertension or somebody's hypertensive, or somebody's having a kidney. So let's deal with the hypertension aspect, then we can come to the kidney aspect. When we say somebody is suffering from hypertension or the person is hypertensive, what does that mean?
Okay, so hypertension is one of the non-communicable disease we have around. And when we talk about non-communicable disease, a disease that is not transmitted by shaking someone or you cough and you get it.
Or by hugging somebody.
So with hypertension, another name for it is high blood pressure.
Okay.
And when we are talking about high blood pressure, it doesn't mean that maybe the volume of your blood has increased so much that you need to donate some. No. You see, when you come to the hospital, we put an apparatus called the BP machine on your arm. We are trying to check how the blood is putting pressure against your arteries. So when we talk of the arteries, it's like a pipeline going from the heart, where the heart pumps the blood, they passes through to all over our bodies. So when we check and we realize that they are above a certain range consistently, then we can say that you are having hypertension. And it's also known as a silent killer. Because most often people don't detect it early and it doesn't give signs a lot. So by the time people get to realize that they are having hypertension, then it's in the severe state. So for example, someone might be having there are just subtle signs and symptoms we get from the hypertension, like headaches, palpitation. You do something small, you are tired, you feel fatigue, and then you are also having nausea. You are having all these symptoms and you feel, oh, maybe because I've just gone to work, I'm tired, so let me relax. But these are all signs of hypertension. that can be sometimes silent or we ignore them.
Sometimes we ignore them, the causes. We'll come to the causes of hypertension, but in Ghana, statistics show that a significant burden of hypertension and kidney problems, hypertension, a major risk for CKD, for CKD, with over 46.9% of hypertensive patients in Accra having a CKD. What's a CKD? What is it?
Okay, so CKD is just chronic kidney disease. The acronym of the disease. So that means if it's chronic, it has advanced. And there's a link between hypertension and kidney. Because the kidney is an organ in the body and its purpose is to filter out waste from the blood. It also helps regulate the blood pressure. And how does it regulate blood pressure? When the fluid or the water in our blood is too much, what it does is it takes some out. Because when the water is or the fluid is too much, it will cause the heart to be working so hard to try to pump the blood into various aspects of our body. And it also takes some salt, not the common salt we eat, but it's sodium. It's also found in the salt. You know, the salt we eat is sodium chloride.
Yeah.
But the salt we find in our blood system is sodium. So it's the sodium that when it's also too much, the kidney has to work by taking some of the sodium out. Because if the sodium is high, it will keep more water in. If we remember osmosis back in school,
right?
We cut a yam out, we put salty water inside, and we put water around it. You realize that after a while, the water outside the yam draws into the inner side because of the salt content. So that's the same way it acts. So if the kidney does not do its work by taking the excess salt and excess water, then that means our heart would have to be doing so much work, and you are prone to hypertension.
You're prone to hypertension. So the major risk factor for CKD, that's a chronic kidney disease, which with a 46.9% of hypertensive patients. So it means that level, it means that almost everybody, 46% in Accra, are having the CKD. Hypertension.
Yes, some might not even be aware of it. Maybe this just
46.9.
Yeah, so this might just be even the recorded cases.
Just in Accra.
Just in Accra. So let's imagine the other regions, what we'll be getting. And it won't help us as a nation if we continue that way. So
and the hypertension related accounts for about 30% of CKD cases.
Yes, please.
What causes hypertension and kidney disease?
So first of all, hypertension can be hereditary. That means if it's in the family, the likelihood of you getting hypertension is high. For example, your mother, your dad, you have an elder sibling who has hypertension, then that means you need to take caution by checking your blood pressure often. And someone with diabetes too, you are likely to also get hypertension. And then obesity, that means those who are so fat and uncontrolled weight, you can get hypertension. And then our unhealthy diets, like excess salt intake in our food, not only adding our table salt or the rock salt in our food, but processed food like biscuits, those factory-made stuff, sausages, and then our local ones like the Kobe, Momone.
But the point is that Kobe is now called, he has metamorphosed to become a delicacy. Now he's now called, what the name they call it?
I don't know, unless you tell me.
Oh, you know it, Davi, you know it, La. You know it.
Okay,
in the night when it step out, now they'll put it on a fire.
Tilapia.
Yeah, but that's Kobe.
No, you know, Kobe is the salted one. We preserve it by
so the one that they don't put the salt is now saying here's a tilapia.
Yeah.
I always call it Kobe that has grown.
Okay.
That is just by the bar. But we're looking at some people who eat excessive salt.
Yes.
The Kobe, ya trimoko kakra, ya nuya ya bayrebi, ana a body. Na ya tutu Kobe no, na ya diabu boom, ya tria boom no. Ana aswa kunya ayi events momone ya sheno doka. Na ye yini ya betuni ye trimoko no. And oh, sakura still na one sano. Send your money near my.
But yentimi nka say ye jaidi because I say ye de eka ye duane ho. Inti den na betimi aye. Sa nyama no pe so you sha de obeye ne say o de be hye nsum kakra na nchi ne frim. Ansa na ye de aye ye duane. Inti menka menchi obi ase ma onkodi ko obi na ye say.
But the fatu nsum na enchi no enfri mu.
Kakra.
No bi so feeling chi no.
Eno na ye problem no. O feeling chine na be more problem in future, not now, but with time in chine na ebe how.
053715. Oh, question be able to me. I start to say all send questions. No, we're looking at the causes of hypertension. You've mentioned salt.
Yes.
What other?
Unhealthy diet.
Unhealthy diet.
The salt.
Okay.
Eating too much fries.
Yeah, biscuit.
And yeah, bad. But then I make her say some of these
you need
process,
to reduce some
moderation.
Moderation.
Unti biscuit they be at least once a while biscuit they will be a ribi. But you realize that some of the products you can mostly Ghanaians we hardly read.
We don't read
the context of things we buy. Because when you read the back, they'll tell you the content of the salt, the content of fat, cholesterol, all that. But because we also don't have knowledge in that, we hardly read the labels of things we buy.
We don't read books. How can we read the labels on the things we buy?
Anyway, so we
make a conscious effort that anytime you are buying something, you read the labels. Uko trade rukrana a leaflet shema yin kanyo. Nyansa ya chocho say taking it 2-3 times. Branded na wana kind leaflet na ebiana bibi wom addictive bi wom. It will not be good for your system. You should know your system by now. What can enter into your system and what can enter into your system. Now you've mentioned processed food, you've mentioned some kind of biscuit. We need to read labels on things we buy. Too much intake of salt also causes hypertension.
Yes, and also we have smoking.
But it's written on the box, smoking is dangerous.
Yes, so that should let you know.
But we still smoke.
People have choices. You can't go and tie someone. You just
so smoking can also
lead to hypertension and eventually to the kidney disease too.
Hi. Estimated 14% of Ghanaians, that is over 4 million, lives with some form of kidney disease, with active population of 20 to 50 years significantly affected.
Yes.
How do we prevent, what should be the strategies for preventing these conditions?
Okay, so before I get to that, one of the other causes to herbal medications.
Herbal medications, too much of it, excessive.
Too much, and the ones you take to, it should be prescribed to you.
Okay.
And you should know the content. Because a lot of our herbal preparation or herbal institution or whatever, they are not well regulated. So they put anything out for people to take in.
But there are some that are well regulated. They
Yes.
go through the FDA before you can use it.
Those ones are okay because they are under regulation. You can ascertain that, oh, if I take it, because it's being prescribed to you. Unless someone doesn't hear that, they say this medicine does this.
You go and
They'll
buy
go and buy and drink. It's not being prescribed for you. You don't know what is going on.
We need to buy prescribed medications.
Yes, apart from the herbal, even orthodox medicine.
Orthodox or the alternatives.
Yes, please.
Wow. Wow. Now take us through. I mean, preventive strategies. What should be the strategy? We are in Ghana, man. We want this age bracket 20 to 50 years who are hypertensive. Over 4 million Ghanaians are living in that bracket. 14% or more are living in that bracket. What should be the strategy to prevent these conditions?
Okay, so for the preventive aspect, we will tackle it for those who have hypertension first.
Okay.
So if you are someone who has hypertension and you're on medication, I would advise that you take your medicines regularly and then you go for checkups too. Don't just sit in the house when it's finished. And this was what I was given. Then just go and buy and drink. You have to come, we recheck your BP and make sure we know where it is. Either we are increasing the dosing of the medication, or we are reducing, or we are changing it. Or someone will come and say, hey, me, I have hypertension. This is what I take. Who add it to yours? No, we don't do that. And another thing too is to watch our diet. If you don't know how to go about your diet, you can see a dietitian in any hospital. Then you plan a diet with him or her so that you can have a healthy diet. Then our salt intake, we have to reduce the salt. We are not saying avoid it, but you need to reduce it as much as possible. And then if you're obese, someone who is hypertensive and you're obese, you try and reduce your weight. The exercise regimen you need to do, you don't only have to go to a gym, register for a gym before you know that you're exercising. Like simple skipping, walking around your house for about 30 minutes, doing stretches can also help. And then also, we shouldn't take medication anyhow. If you're having any problem with medication you are taking, please visit the hospital. If you're having even challenges with your antihypertensive medication, you can go back and see the doctor and they change it or whatever, modify it for you. And then looking at it, the men especially, they'll complain that when they are taking the hypertensive medication, they have low libido.
No, but
it prevents, they'll rather choose not to take.
No, but the point is that if you know, I've chanced upon reading certain medical books that talks about even when you become vegetables. I call it being vegetable because somebody said I have those who don't eat and they have what? They have an ulcer. They can eat. Look, don't wait till you get ulcer, especially men. When you have an ulcer and you start taking ulcer medication, you become vegetable. The same thing when it goes to the hypertension. When you begin to take the drug, so that's why we've taken time today to talk with you, is in the Ghana man, we need to educate ourselves. Our health should be our topmost priority. My system is my topmost priority. Because if in Kwanyede, your light soup and rice is nice. So don't allow these communicable diseases to prevent you from living the life God has given you and aspire to get to where you need to get to. Other than that, as a man, over top graphic, will be very kind because you are on that level. When you become hypertensive, and that medication, that's the side effect of it, you become vegetable. If you have ulcer, as a man, be vegetable. And someone didn't any hope be to say, tell me what. Bend that down. Auntie, you can continue. I've spoken to my men.
Okay, that's great.
I hope they will listen.
Yes, that would be great.
We love you, eh? I love you. MBN, we love you.
No. So the other preventive aspect for those who don't have hypertension, the same thing, your salt intake, your diet, the lot of fries. This time they have this, is it loaded fries? And I mean, our meals, we are changing from our local meals, adopting the foreign ones. So our meals, the fries, the oily substance, we can reduce them. And then if you are smoking, our advice is try and stop. It won't be easy, but if you need to seek help, counseling to be able to stop, do so. And then alcohol intake. So I know definitely some will not be able to do without the alcohol, but reduce it as much as possible.
So the alcohol intake should be reduced.
If for someone who can't, but if you can't, try as much and stop.
Now, you would do for us, right? Now, once a while for socially.
That's
social once a while.
It's fine. That doesn't mean that once a while you go and do it excessively because it's once a while.
And you cannot be into you.
They go to party.
Some now all kind of beings you say, oh, me, I do it socially. I drink only socially. I don't do it consistently. A, B, C, D. And let the person know, say, even if you want to do it, it should be that excessive.
Yes.
Socially.
Yes. So
that's which me up on one glass of wine.
I don't one create cry. Say it's socially. So in terms of that aspect too, then if you're obese, try and lose weight, or else you are going to get hypertension soon. And if in your family there's a genetic trait of hypertension, please try and check your BPs often. And then for everyone to try and be checking your blood pressure. Our end at the wellness clinic, we check blood pressure for free. We don't take money for it. Pass by, maybe you're passing by any hospital, or ask for the wellness clinic. Tell them, oh, please, I just want to check my blood pressure and know what is going on. And then any advice can be given. And one thing is that when we check your blood pressure and it's high at that moment, that doesn't mean immediately you are hypertensive. We need to do some consecutive check, or we'll let you go home, be checking in the house for about a week, then you bring it and let's see how it goes. If it's still high, then we'll let you see the doctor and then you have to be managed. But if it's normal, you keep it up. At least once a week, try and check your blood pressure. It can also help prevent this hypertension.
Once in a week, you can go do a checkup. But what are the common symptoms of kidney disease, and when should someone get tested?
So for kidney disease, you can test. Any age can test at any time. We have kidney tests we do. We have simple urine tests that we can do to check if there's anything malfunctioning with your kidney. We can do scans to check. So routine, these things should be routine for you to do. And some of the symptoms that you notice, and one thing with the kidney disease, most of those who are presenting at the hospital are either mid-stage or at the latter stage, because just as I said, some of the symptoms you see but you ignore. One is swelling. You have swelling at your ankle, your face look puffy. You look in the mirror, you realize that you have some puffiness around your face. Please, you can report to the hospital immediately. And maybe in the night you are urinating so much. Realize that you have to go almost like 4 or 5 times before you wake up. Please report to the hospital. And the other one is when you urinate, you realize that whether in the bowl or on the floor, you realize that it's foaming. It's like it's bubbling, like soapy water, as if it's bubbling, the urine, or there's blood in your urine. Please, you do well to report. And some also tend to have some subtle headache. You have like nausea, you feel like vomiting, you don't have appetite for food. You know, just as I said, if you are experiencing all this, you think, oh, maybe it's just a normal, so let me just forget
Some
it.
signs, those are all signs and symptoms of that.
Yes, please.
Now, but the question is, you did start by saying that hypertension and kidney, they move together.
Yes.
Now, how does the hypertension impact kidney health and vice versa?
So just as I said, the kidney regulates blood pressure.
Okay.
But by taking out excess water and salt and waste. So if you have kidney disease and we are not treating it well, you are not treating it early, you get hypertension, because the kidney, now the kidney's job to take the salt, to take the water, to take the waste, is not being done. So now your bloodstream, you are having excess water, excess salt. So now your heart would have to be doing more work.
Extra work.
By pushing those things into every aspect of the body. So check your blood pressure after a while, you're having BP. And then if you have hypertension too and you are not managing it well, it will lead to the kidney disease, because it will go and in the end affect the veins or the arteries in your kidneys. So in the end, if they are damaged, now the kidney will not be able to take away the waste, the salt, and the water from your blood. So realize that in a way the two are working hand in hand. If you have one and you don't manage it well, it will let you get the other one.
Now, we are in a Ghana month, and we're talking about combating hypertension and kidney disease in Ghana. What can we do? We're trying to find a solution at what we can do. You can also share your thoughts with us on 0537158638 is the numbers you can share your thoughts with us. If you have questions on your mind, you can share with us. You have some experiences, you can share with us as well. And then let's all get to know how we can combat this hypertension. What can we do as a people? Now, let me ask you, are there any specific challenges in managing hypertension and kidney disease in Ghana?
Yes. First has to do with our health sector. I mean, most places are not well equipped to even check some of these things to detect it earlier. But at least with the BP checking, I believe everywhere.
So when your BP is normal, it means you are good to go.
You are good to go, but that doesn't mean you have
to keep doing the things you do that is keeping it normal.
Yes, and then you can also once a while check your urine, your kidneys,
just to be sure
that everything is fine. And then, as I said, maybe someone with a kidney disease. How many dialysis units do we have in the country?
That's a question.
And about affordability too for the clients. So and dialysis goes like for 3 times in a week and costing almost like 600. The last time I checked, it was around 600.
600, yeah.
So now if you have to cough out 1,008 a week, what work are you doing that you have to cough out 1,008 to make sure you get dialysis? And even if it gets to the time, situation where you need transplants, Ghana, we don't do transplants. And you need to get a donor. How many people can even afford getting money to go outside and do that? So what they do, they just sit. So with the human other aspect for the Ghanaians, so it's about the money, affordability. Even to go and just have a simple check of doing a scan, it's also not there.
Is there a way we can find a way that people can, because it's like in our culture, going to hospital to go run checks on yourself, it's a big problem for us. What are the things we need to do to psych our people that the importance of at least go to the hospital, get to know from the head to your toe, so that you know if it has to be managed? How do we, because I've never seen people voluntarily saying I'm going to do this test, this test, this test.
It's just a few people who actually take it serious. So what we can do is our education, maybe at the hospital or maybe on the TVs, on the radio.
Or maybe from the school levels.
Yes, all is important.
So that we can inculcate it into our curriculum, the importance of why you need to do your checks, go to the hospital as regular to check yourself. You don't need to wait till you get sick before.
Yes, it's true. That's the attitude of Ghanaians. When they get sick, and even they being sick, they'll wait till they've done trial and error in the house before they come to the hospital.
Because we are doctors, send medications, right?
Yes. So just as you said, health education, we have to do regular checks at the hospital. Something as simple as checking your blood pressure, which will take less than a minute, can save you years of torment and spending excessive money.
Years of torment and spending excessive money. 0537158638 and numbers no will be actually wide. Now we've looked at the specific challenges, the costs and other stuff. So because of the cost, you don't need to get to the level where you have to spend that much money on dialysis, looking for transplant. I mean, what role can the health workers play in preventing or managing these conditions?
So, like for example, in various facilities, we have the wellness clinic.
Okay.
Where you can walk in and ask all your necessary questions and have these done. And then we can do our side by educating the clients when they come. So, for example, you are bringing a relative of yours. Whilst you are attending to them, we can talk to you to quickly go to the wellness and have your blood pressure check. Or if it's been a while you've done that, can just talk to you. You go there, you talk with the nurse there, and then whatever they can assist with you with in terms of your health, then we do that. And even in our various churches as health workers, we can also be given the opportunity to give education concerning our health, preventive aspects.
Yeah, preventive aspects.
Yes, we shouldn't wait for it to come, but we should try and work on the preventive aspects.
We shouldn't wait for it to come. We should work on the preventive aspects. We're looking at combating hypertension and kidney disease in Ghana. What can we do? That's a topic for discussion this morning. If you happen to keep you can call 053-715-8638. If you have any questions you want answers to it, Madame Celestina Tivo is here with us. She's a senior nurse and also wellness and corporate Lekma Polyclinic here in Nungwa Adogo. And it's a privilege to sit with her. She's filled with a lot of knowledge. Now, how can individuals like ourselves take a proactive steps to protect their kidney?
Okay, so just as we mentioned the causes, if you are doing alcohol, desist or reduce it. If you are smoking, try and stop. Your diet, try and eat healthy, less salt intake, and then less of the processed food, and then also herbal medication use. Also, don't go and be buying medication over the counter all the time. If you are not well, please try and visit the hospital for the doctor to prescribe the medication for you. Even if you start, for example, as for para, we can get it over the counter and take. If it's whatever you are taking it for is not becoming better after a day, please go to the hospital and be assessed to find out what is going on. And we ourselves, we should take our health serious. If you know the end stage of this disease or what happens, or you've had someone close to you and you see what they go through, it will let you realize, oh no, I shouldn't joke with this thing. It's my health. You need to take absolute control and responsibility for your health.
Taking absolute control and also responsibility for your health is as important as... Now, when we're talking, you didn't mention about family history and blah, blah, blah. I mean, what advice would you give to someone who has a family history of kidney disease or hypertension? Because these two work together.
Yes. So regular checks. As I said, you can give yourself yearly. If you do it 1 year, you can pick on your birthday. Instead of always going celebration, going to
this
parties.
Particular one, I'm going to the hospital.
The hospital to have
I want to lie down. Check me.
Fine. Whatever we need to do to assist.
If I need to sleep for 3 days for you to check me, check me.
3 days is too much.
How many days?
Yes.
Now I will tell administrator that I need 3 days.
Okay, then maybe between you and the administrator.
3 days. You know she will not listen, isn't it? 3 days to my birthday.
That's fine.
I want to go to the hospital. I want to go and lie at the hospital.
No, you can't come and lie there. I
want them to check me. That is what I want to go and do. Now, how does the diet impact hypertension and kidney disease management in Ghana?
So with our diet, just as I mentioned, some people are eating anything. And now with the advent of using so many chemicals in terms of producing, from the production to the harvesting to even it getting to the marketplace, now people are doing a whole lot of stuff with our foods before it gets on our table. So the chemicals, all those things, before it gets to you in your preparation, added so much cube and those monosodium substances to our food just to make it taste so good in our mouth. That can also impact the disease conditions.
All right, let me go to the phone line. I'll get back to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning, sir. Please, your name and where you're reaching us live from.
I'm Alexander calling from Accra.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay. So I went to one hospital at my workplace, and my BP and it was very high, around 162 and 90 or 100, the pulse or whatever. So the doctor said they will put me on medication. So they gave me some medication or something, I forgot in the head. It was 3. They gave me 3 medicines. And one nurse called me that the medicine that they have given me to me have some implications. So I should hold on for him. So he teach me how to go about my diet, how to walk, my exercise, and so many. But now I see I'm getting better about that. But one thing bothers me, when I read, I see some foamy things that I want to let us to talk more about. What's the cause of that?
All right, then.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. You did mention that when you see you pee and you see it's foaming, there's a problem.
Yes, please.
Okay, so that's a question is trying to find out.
Sir, as you are saying, I would advise you go to the hospital and report your symptoms. There are tests that they can do and find out what is happening. Basic urine test. Then from there, then they can let you do the kidney functioning test. That will let us see your state of your kidney. And also you can check your blood sugar too, and let's see. But you go to the hospital and then let them assess. And then try and be checking your BP too. Don't say that because the nurse said do this, do that, you are doing it and you are fine. But make sure you are checking your blood pressure regularly to make sure that it's at where it's supposed to be.
Well, a question sent me a message. You said, Elle, I'm watching you all the way from the US. I've waited to sit to listen to this. I want you to ask Madame that should I go to the hospital and then they check my BP and it's high? Is it straightforward that they give me medication? Or there's something else that needs to be done? You want to find out?
As I mentioned, you don't come the first time we check. If it's high, then we start medication with you. We can let you do something we call BP profile. That is like you check your blood pressure. Maybe you can tell you check it every day for 1 week. Check it morning, evening for 1 week. Then you come and show us the reading. So when they check for you, you have to write it down.
All right.
The values you get, then you bring it.
Let's go to... Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yeah, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Please, your name and where reaching us live from?
Please, I'm calling from Tapema.
Okay, Esther, let's hear.
Please, I've been having itchy skin about 2 to 3 years now. I've been doing the 2 months or 3 months. I have ulcer. I want to find out if it is the ulcer who is causing the itching, or maybe some kidney problem or liver problem. That was last 2 months. I did kidney test and liver test. They said everything is fine, but I should go and do another scan and check. So I don't know whether that is causing the itching or is the ulcer. So please, I want to know something about what I'm facing.
All right, and thank you so much also for joining us all the way from Sapperman. He's on medication for ulcer. He checks on kidney and also liver, but she's having this itches for 3 consistent years. What can be done?
Okay, if you've done the liver and the kidney checks more than a year, please.
So she's been asked to go do a scan again.
So I think do a and see what comes out. Because some kidney conditions can also cause the itching. Because the waste is not being taken out of the body. They get there and then they are causing the itching. Some liver conditions also causes itching. When the bilirubin that's in our gallbladder, that helps with digestion of food.
When the digestion of the food,
so when it's in your blood too, it can cause itching. And maybe the soap you use, clothes close to you can also cause itching.
So you should check all those things.
She should check all those things.
Well, quite interesting. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You have questions on your mind. There's something you're going through. You want some clarification of all the conversation we had this morning. So you can also share your thoughts with us on 053-715-8638. You can ask your questions. Now, let me ask this. What support system are in place for patients who are diagnosed with these conditions? Is there any support system in our health sector for people of that nature?
Okay, it's just the recent ones they talked about, the Mahama Care. I don't know if they've started that they want to cover the kidney condition, but I don't know which facilities
are providing those services.
Providing those services for now. So basically, for now, either you are relying on NGOs or from your own.
But must we get there to rely on people or rely in our own pocket to be able to live healthy?
No.
Now, is it not about time for like workplaces and schools to promote hypertension and kidney health awareness?
Yes, they should. And they can also be organizing screening, like health education and screening for their workers every year. Churches can do that during their anniversaries. Instead of just going floating and jubilating around, you can pick one of the days, do health education and screening for your staff. That can also help in that aspect.
Are there any traditional Ghanaian herbs or remedies that are beneficial or harmful for the kidney health?
As I mentioned, as I said here, we know some herbal medication, if not taken well, can cause problems to the kidneys or can give you hypertension. But in our hospital, some of our hospital settings, so we now have the herbal unit center. So if you feel you are fed up with orthodox, you can go to them. They have doctors. We have herbal doctors who have gone to school and they've been certified. So they can assist you in that aspect.
With herbs that can also help you.
Yes. They have medications there that are herbal that they can assist with. That's what I'm saying with the herbal medication. It shouldn't be you go and get it yourself, but let it be prescribed for you by an authorized person.
Well, so from all this conversation, combating hypertension and kidney disease in Ghana, what can we do? You are what you eat. It's a popular saying. And when it comes to hypertension and kidney disease, diet plays a huge role. In Ghana, some foods can help manage these conditions while others might worsen them. You've heard it yourself. Reduce salt intake, use herbs like ginger, garlic, or for flavored instead. Eat more fruits and veggies, plantain, bananas, leafy greens, which is also good for the eye. Choose whole grain over refined carbs. Limit processed food and added sugars. Stay hydrated with water and limit sugary drinks. I mean, these are the things she's mentioned here this morning to us. And I believe that these are what we can do as a people to be able to combat the hypertension and also the kidney diseases in the country. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. 053-715-83. I think we've got just a few more minutes. We'll be wrapping up this conversation. So if you have something on your mind, you have something to tell us, you have something you want to share with us, you can call us now. 053-715-8638 is the numbers, and let's have this conversation sorted out once and for all, and then we can all get up and know that we have a healthy people living in Ghana who will give us that healthy economy, and then we can do the 133, the 24-hour economy, isn't it? So she mentions a lot of things that we can eat. Some foods that support hypertension and kidney health. Leafy green, the kontomire, the cocoyam leaves, spinach are rich in potassium and fiber. So you can get the spinach as well. Banana and oranges, pawpaw help lower the blood pressure. So those of you who don't like pawpaw, get pawpaw, eat them. It will help you. Brown rice, maize, and also millets are a good source of fiber, which also will help you. Beans, lentils, and pears are packed with protein and fiber as well. And groundnuts and pumpkin seeds support heart health. So you need to get it. So we've been told to limit high sodium food like salted fish and processed meat, sugary drinks, and food high in other sugars. So those are the things we can do. We've got just about a minute to wrap this conversation up. But if you have a question or you have something you want to ask, don't let Madame Celestina leave. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, please. I want to ask something again.
All right.
About the food we're supposed to eat.
Okay.
That place, because I don't take ginger, pepper, and oranges and pineapples and things. But Auntie said we can also eat those things. Anytime I take it, I get seriously heartburn. And about the BP, mostly I check my BP 3-4 times in a week.
Okay.
And I check my sugar.
Okay.
So please, I want to find out about something like pepper and ginger and pineapple because I have water. If every time I take it, I have heartburn. So I can have heartburn 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
So please, I want to find out.
All right, thank you so much. Okay.
Please, my daughter still 16 years. Papa 3 months, he can't put food. Please, I want to find out what is causing it.
For the past how many months?
Hello?
Yes, you said you had a 15-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And it's
for the past 3 months.
3 months?
She doesn't go to private, yes.
Wow. All right.
But she's eating all right.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So please, I want to find out what is causing it.
All right. Thank you so much.
So about my own, this ginger and things, anytime I take it, I get heartburn, seriously. So I want to find out if I can still take it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on combating. I leave it with you. Corporate and wellness. I leave this office. You have to answer.
So for her, ginger pepper, if she's taking and it's bothering her, she shouldn't take.
She shouldn't take it.
She can.
What alternatives can she take?
So she can see a dietitian, then they plan the diet. Okay. Because for ulcer patients, we restrict spicy, anything that has a sort of spiciness in it. Because it worries the lining of the stomach. It reacts with it, then it's so
that inflammation.
So if you can avoid it, do. But the next time you visit the hospital, try and see a dietitian too, so that you plan meals. Because the dietitian does their specific work, so that like what you should add, what you are not supposed to add, then it takes care of that side. And with your second question, please, I beg you, visit the hospital. This is the first time I'm hearing someone for 3 good months. If she's eating all right, when you are eating, it's supposed to come out. The waste is supposed to come out.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Kwesi at the same. Okay.
We will be 75 years. The truth is that I'm incorporated. Now, it's me called me and Carl Monsignor a few days.
Okay. Let's see, wait, see, I'll say 4. Was it 2 to 3 days, right, Chrissy? Was it 2 to 3 days soon to me in your night? Okay.
After 2 days, 3 days,
okay.
3 days, 3 days.
And I'll say, Ukodia is 75 years.
I'm 75 years.
75 years. Okay. All right.
Okay. With your papa, no, old age, you know, nyama bebre nti se senia usa no. Nti nyama ni bibe slow down kakra. Nti 2 to 3 days enye bad. For be already 75 there, 2 to 3 days. Enye bibie ni. Nti senia omo si di kwedu na anka no.
Only more fruits. Take more nuts. Okay.
Okay. Bad, sir.
All right. 053715. Now, also, mama, no, I'm making sure that it sends the kid to the hospital. I mean, 3 months.
3 months is too long a time. 1 month.
You don't even have to wait for 2 weeks, or maybe a week. Even a week, rather dangerous for the health. 15 years.
Because if you are eating, you are supposed to expel the waste
because
out.
If it's remaining in the system, you might get kidney issue, you might get liver issue,
other conditions.
You might get other conditions, you might get heart problems. So please take the kid to the hospital. Let them check what is wrong with her. 0537158638. I numbers now. I say, come on,
hello.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, please. Okay.
Pacho, you will like ma. Okay, Pacho, you will like ma polyclinic. E will boade. Quine so. Nungwa.
Okay. Although number. Which me afraid. Okay, per se, the number between Ghana ultimately didn't come on. All right. I think this is where maybe my producer said I can do 1 or 2 calls. Okay. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also give us a call and then we start wrapping it up. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. Your name, where reaching us live from?
Please, how are you doing?
I'm good by His grace, and yourself?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. My name is Shalom, calling from Butari.
Right, Shalom from the Volta. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing a good job this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I saw my brother's wife also over there. She's doing well too. My problem is I have an upstart. So when I have an upstart, anytime I drink Gary with cold water, I normally have a stomach running. But if I did it with a hot water, I don't feel anything. So I want to ask whether what can I do to avoid myself from taking Gary, or that's my question.
All right, thank you so much, my brother from the Volta region. He has an ulcer. He loves Gary, soakings. If he takes it with a cold water, he had a running tummy. If he does with a warm water, he's good to go. And he needs an advice. He loves it with a cold water too.
Let's do what will help us. If you take it with cold water and you are running, I believe nobody enjoys going to the loo all the time. So just manage, adjust, and get used to taking it with either the tepid room temperature water, or if warm water to be somewhere. So just room temperature. Don't let it get too cold. You can try minimal chilled water and see how it goes. If it's solved, then maybe we avoid the cold water. And then let's avoid the Gary soaking should come down small.
The Gary soaking should come down small. 053-715-8638 is the number. I could do 1 call and then we go for a break. Whether we can discharge Madame Celestina Ativo back to her office because she's needed there. We're getting signal that she's needed there. So we'll be leaving her. But if any no call is coming in a minute, we'll have to be wrapping up with this conversation. She's told us that we need to eat a lot of fruit, vegetables, whole grains, protein, dairy, and also fats, oil sparingly. That is, we need to do the fruit, the legumes, the nuts and seeds. We need to do the leafy greens. So I can eat my akpala with ayoyo.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
That's healthy.
That's a healthy one.
Even oilless okro.
I went to the north. I got this dry okro soup with the diewo. Oh boy, my goodness. I miss that food.
You see, we have good food.
Good food in Ghana, right? Okay, so anything you want to tell the viewers before you take leave of us this morning?
So one advice, check your BP regularly. Go to the hospital and do other checks. Apart from the blood pressure, there are lots of checks you can do from head to toe. That might not cost you anything. So that's it.
All right, we want to say a big thank you to Madame Celestina Ativo from the Lekma Polyclinic. He's at the Wellness Center and a corporate. He handles the corporate and wellness center. We say for our number 2.
It's a polyclinic number.
A polyclinic number. Polyclinic number. Any number, babe.
So please, you can patch your number. I'll bet me a friend or polyclinic near 059 523 3526. Patch your message is Subium 059 523 3526. Ofrea mostly ebeba be see me so and I'm a colleague back so inti uni or how be a madam
Only how be I answer that. Say MBN want to say a big thank you to you. Want to say a big thank you to our callers, our viewers, for making sure that the combating the hypertension and kidney disease. Hypertension and kidney disease, they are twin. So if you are able to decouple the other, you make the other non-effective. So what you need to do is to make sure regular checks are done. If you have a family history, do regular checks, get your normal, some exercises. You don't necessarily get up at dawn. You can skip maybe 20 times before you go to your bath and stuff like that. Check what you eat, not too much sugary, leafy greens, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds are very important for us to live healthy. We want every Ghanaian to be healthy because we need a healthy nation with healthy people so that our economy will be healthy, that we can do our 24-hour economy. So this morning we came to do the resetting of our health by combating how to combat hypertension and kidney diseases, the things we can do. And I believe that we've been told enough of what we can do. We go on a break. When we return, we'll read a few text messages that has come in, and then we go to the normal politics of the day. So don't go away. Stay with us. All right, so welcome back from the quick break. You're still live on the morning focus. It's still the national policy focus. Just gone by, we had a very big conversation on health, combating hypertension, and also kidney disease. It's now time to read some few text messages that has come in this morning, and this one is okay. It said, "Good day, my brother. This is Mr. Joseph Wood Asian, former media manager of." Oh, okay, right. Okay, so, all right. So I'll get. It's really a long time. I'll get back to you, bro. I'll get back to you. So I will get back to you. I promise. I promise I will get back to you. Yeah. So I will talk with him later. But this one is from Capito. Capito usually will do his normal stuff, and it says, Ghanaians are now seeing the true colors of JDM, and the NDC has shown you their true colors. We told you MPP is the best, but you didn't listen. Regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, presidential candidate for the MPP, come the 2028 elections. And he says, hi to the Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin, the incoming National Women Organizer, hopeful. And this one says, is that we are... Okay, so he said, good morning, Mr. Host. It is now clear to every reasonable being that the President Mahama did nothing to reduce fuel prices. Fuel is now around 13 and 17 cedis, rising. And if he was responsible for the reduction, can we now say he is responsible for the Usain Bolt-like increase? From Osman Ayuba, Techima Mamprusi line, Bono East Capital. All right. Let's move on. Okay, this one says, good morning, my name is Jay. Please, I just want to ask if your BP is normal, is that means your kidney too is good? Well, Jay, what I can say is that your BP can be normal, but it's important for you to still go check your blood pressure and check your kidney. It's very important to do a holistic health screening. That will also help, but it doesn't mean you have a problem. You can still go check just to be sure on that. That's why I say, please, what is the cause of waking up frequently during the night to urinate? My own happiness, the moment I take in more water at night. Well, hers happens only when she takes more water. And once you take more water, definitely you have to pass more water out. But it's also very important for you to go check just to be on the same page, just to be sure that you're not having any issues that has to do with your kidney, that has to do with your hypertension. These two work together. That is why we do it. We want to say thank you to all of you for sending in your messages this morning. We are grateful unto our texters. Now it's time for us to go to the phone lines. Any of the topics we've talked about, from the unemployment to the cost of fuel, to the combating hypertension and kidney disease, for issues happening in our public space, and the crash in Tema, the issues happening in Sampa. We went to the northern part of the country to look at the water situation there as well. You can send us, you can give us a call on 053-715-8638. And if anything is happening in your vicinity that you want us to be aware of so we can follow it up, we can work with you, call us now, 053-715-8638. And please, when you call, make sure the volume of your TV is lowered. Then we can have conversation on the phone, not via the TV. It's now time for us to have that conversation with you. It's now time for you to give us a call. And I'll be joined by, Miss Lois will also be joining me. And then we can do this together. 053-715-8638. And also say, you be here one so, and come on to channel also a fee, the front banner, the newspaper review, the health matters, Ayakika wants other interviews I carry from the regions, other conversations, you can join us. 0537158638. Hey, numbers, you know. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What is it?
Nyamia Dumo na wonsre.
But here boy.
Kwesi yentie we.
Pini eba politics. O mai mo nsemu. Me chiamo.
Ye joso.
That's no dia. Ibisa Dr. Nasem ko tie boa. Mata be bi. Afini eba kan o man mi npe.
Kwesi yentie o te woni yanko.
Dem dia ba so ko ye no. Mu na te. E mana kwa ba. Ese tan e jamu pa na. Mo ta efe.
Asio chiao.
I did it after in Ayaka. I police for and I say announcement threat the court so the Korean Kubaku. If I want to, I may be one of you. I used to 4 days. I call every insurance office. I'm not pretty sure now. It is a make a check on the bank and integrate for the comment. Check down now. Let the point in this. The way I see their own identity. Ghana police pension one. Richard, I don't know what someone puts you. Well, yes, my identity. You know, dear, you are going to be a cover. But take your mobile small. You entity and a entity. Last I buy a team out too. Because when no money. But the idea is for you. Ghana pension not your show. You are so for a one could be and control for could be I am for how much but the entity for you. So for money, we don't know what the promises to go. I'm not in the farm at all. Can crew. It is also police station, no. But if some of the people, no, we can all yes, to the country, the background. The idea goes school, I just can see high. And I'm about the but in cabin. And I'm not going to them pray. If you police station for now, good for the John at in the courtroom. It cannot be in a fire and it's gonna and then it be in Indiana. And I go, Mamma, you say, and a piano, I'm just 20 years. One will come up with this out, you know, and I don't know.
All right, Kwesi. Get us. Okay, Kwesi.
Coco. Mamma, see Miss Lara opening.
Kwesi, my one senior uncle. 60 seconds, no, yes.
And it's a button craft here. That and Kuka. What is it? Position that and I can't cook up for me. The name where you're lucky, maybe I'm a quail. No. You could do no quail. I can't run a floor. What cabin? The tea I'm about not to look your couple. Ako pati kabeda ke gafo kopu se ne be pati koko ko ni no diska ope bisa na to koko ni bi o ye grafi e no nye eduma e koko mu di be di o ya mo se be scan mu scan wa je wato ye no mu ti aka ne scan we wo se wo to chabo dada no ye to ane we o ye nte no ko so se o to man e ye you I am doing a boss.
Okay, Kwesi. Yeah, Darcy. Kwesi, Darcy, I know pay 05371580. Ofrana 60 seconds. What about the tail near call? Na obin so etuni aba. Sani ya no. Kakra ya chichen kakra. And Chennai sorry Jumedi. So 05371580. Now, Miss. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
But you would dinner baby of Refi.
Good morning.
Morning, yet you would dinner your friend was saying Frefi.
Kacham Kasa Kumasi.
Okay. And Hello. Hello. Well, I'm so if you like us 0537158638 and numbers. Lois, let me be so as in Commander Namene Mrs. Ativo na talking about combating hypertension. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir, morning.
Good morning.
But you're saying within the baby of Refi.
This Honorable Joe.
Hey, Joe, Kaula.
I have to.
Singwea.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Hello?
Yes, Joe, it's been a while. I know you've seen
Yeah, it's been a while.
Honorable Joe hasn't been coming on lately.
He comes once. He said his party has not taken good care of him, so he decided.
Oh, Honorable Joe, you've been missed.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to make it. I miss you so much.
I've missed you too, Honorable Joe.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very fine. Yes, everything is fine.
We thank God. Yes. I just want to make a contribution.
Okay.
Okay. First, I like to tackle the poor issue. Yes. After the poor issue, I think everybody knows why the poor crisis have arisen. And it brought the cost of the capital. And when the best example that it is as a result of external factors. You know the war between the United States, Israel, and Iraq. And it has resulted to the shortage of fuel. And then even the war market. So basically, opposition or minority should not take advantage of that. Unlike Russia-Ukraine war, what NDC used to say that Russia-Ukraine war has affected the economy. This is different because Russia-Ukraine war is still ongoing. The Mama came and stabilized the city and made the economy better. Everybody enjoyed it, and we're still enjoying it. So after the fourth issue, nobody should talk about it because we know the cost. Yeah, let's also tackle on unemployment. Yes, it's extra money. Mahama has done well and doing well. That's why unemployment. You see, especially with regard to this is recruitment. For about 70 years, NPP never advertised this recruitment exercise. It was done undercover. So the same power, 7 good years. A lot of the youth wanted to join it, and we're not getting it. It was like a sale, and people used to buy. We had all these things. So a good government has come, a listening president has come, and putting Ghana on the right footing. So please, Ghanaians, let us take our time. Everybody will get his pension. Ghana is a proud nation. Let us be proud of this government and support it 100%. Lastly, on water crisis in Tamale. Yes. This government promised to fix it, and I believe your Mahama will do it. So the people of Tamale, please, let us support this government. John is a kind of president who always honors his promises. So I know that before he leaves office, the water crisis in Tamale will be a thing of the past. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Amen. God bless you too, Honorable Joe from the Northern Region. 0537158638 is the numbers you can call us about travel. New Bobo 0537158638 is the numbers. With me, Afre. Now also watch my dream. And that one for birthday samba.
Oh, birthday woho.
Birthdays.
Oh, Bakope.
How do you know? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Morning. The front saying, yeah, Joseph.
Oh my God.
Amen. Oh. Which means
so sorry.
Also, get a back up. Now, or to me, the bear, Desi. Hey, and Rob, on over to about 10 crown at Waswo.
Only Momuna. Momuna should be on bed the same way.
0537158638 is the numbers you can join us. This is MBN TV, and we come your way with the morning focus 6 on the dot, riding through to 10:30 a.m. where we have all the conversation. We've talked about the fuel prices. We look at the rising in the prices. We started on the 16th. Some fuel war is also going on. Goil, Star Oil.
I'm telling you.
It's serious. It's very serious.
The issue about fuel.
Yeah.
The moment fuel price goes up, we all know that it affects a lot of things.
A lot of things, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes we get agitated because directly it goes into transport. And so you realize that people...
affects goods and services.
Exactly. People tend to, hey, why... I won't pay this, I won't pay this, I'll pay this, I won't pay this, and all of that. But now, we know that the GPRTU has assured that they are not going to increase prices. But the problem here is those floating drivers and those who are not under the regulation of the GPRTU. Already, we have an existing problem we haven't handled of transport. We have a transportation issue. Yeah. Where there are not enough vehicles to transport people. Yeah. That is pending already. We have another problem of people paying more than they are supposed to. Even at the time where...
The trotro, where
exactly.
You are going to Lashibi, they will come and put you at A-Life, pick you from A-Life, drop you at Shell, pick you from Shell, and I'll take you to...
We have that issue. It's not solved yet because... I remember prior to the 6th March, we went to the streets to engage people. And those issues came up again of people paying more than they're supposed to. If I'm going to Circle and I have to pay 10 cedis, then they will drop me off at Labadi and say they are not going to Circle again. And when everybody comes down, you hear them loading Circle again. That issue is there. The issue of not having enough vehicles is also there. But the issues keep compounding. Right now, fine, GPRTU has said that they are not going to increase transport fares. But is it just that? How about the floating drivers who, even if the fuel increase is 50 pesos, they will increase it with 1 cedi, which do not really, significantly, it doesn't really add anything. They will still increase it. What happens to them? And then the moment people hear fuel prices have gone up, they automatically have to increase the prices of their goods in their shops and say that, meanwhile, the old stock is not done. You get it? So I think that the regulation is not just about fuel prices being increased, but then it trickles down. It goes way too far. You get? So I think that the issue about fuel prices, is there. It's been increased. It's gone up. When you go to the pumps, you are not paying the usual amount. But then, let's look at the broader picture.
All right. So looking at the broader picture is what is Mamle is calling on. Miss Loy said we should look at the broader picture. I don't know what you also be looking at. 053-715-8638 is the number. 053-715. But the question is that who makes sure that they regulate or enforce those who are the floating drivers then?
Exactly. You see, this issue about the floating, they are not under any association. And I think that is why the MTTD also took to the streets. How much are you paying? I'm paying 10 cedis. I'm paying 20 cedis from here to Circle. Hey, driver mate, come here. Why are you charging more than you are supposed to? Yeah, why are you charging more than? But to what end? For how long? You get it? For how long are we going to deploy these task forces to ensure that people are paying the right amount? It doesn't provide a lasting solution to the problem. You get it? If we should rather come to the table and look for a lasting solution to such problems, because it's not just about the floating drivers.
Yeah.
When you pick a car from Accra Girls to Nima Market, do you know how much you are charged? You are charged like 2 cedi 50 pesos.
Okay.
Trotsky from, and give or take, that distance will be almost the same as from, say, Nungwa Secondary School to, let's say, La Scala.
Okay.
Or, yes, La Scala, or let's say, Adoem. But they won't charge you 2 cedi 50 pesos.
They'll charge you more.
Like 3 cedi or 3 cedi 50 pesos. So why is it that, and even the 2 cedi 50 pesos I'm talking about, for the past 2-3 years, they were charging 1 cedi 50 pesos and 2 cedis. From Accra Girls, those who live around Nima and all that, they know what I'm talking about. So I'm asking myself, how is it that in some locations, transport is expensive? Other locations, it is not. Why? And it comes down to the same issue the caller called to talk about. Asking why rent in some regions are, of course, geographical location, everything falls part of it, because population and all that. Because if you are renting at Fantiakwa and you can't expect to pay for a 2-bedroom house in Fantiakwa for 2,000 Ghana cedis and come and pay same 2,500 Ghana cedis for a 2-bedroom house in Accra, especially Spintex. It will not work like that. But there should be a regulation around it, that those in this area should pay rent for this amount because of A, B, C, D. Those in this area should pay for, because the man, I don't know whether it's a man or a woman, but he made a point, and I understand the rationale behind it, that if I buy the same cement, the same blocks for the same amount, and I build in these locations, these areas, and you tell me that rent advance should be 6 months or something, I will not be able to recoup my money in 2-3 years, and you are reducing the amount to be paid monthly. I will not be able to recoup my money. And the person in Accra is charging in dollars and charging in this amount, and you want to focus on me, so there won't be that balance. You get it? There won't be that balance. But then I feel that there should be a proper regulation to bring all these people to understand what the regulation says.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah,
Me pashona udin ne baby a ofrefi. Okay, edu yenti we.
Madam fruiting brothers, maybe a driver, a force. You made me very boost be na buying or the cars in the other, and you don't need solution. A traffic. Driver beat me all from Accra to Okonsam. Traffic, I will be dim one load, over Papa. Not any part of now, so good, did not only have for Friday answer. And then say, my sort of a point of but near Ludiso from the Sawam to a gas, that's where you have to I mean, look because of the traffic, no open pump over that, which you have not the open car. You see, where the visit in India, and at the end of the day, who naturally is a language man, young woman, traffic and young as young woman, the map of the thing. It is a bit now more gravel for.
Questions here that say also with me after 053-715-8638 053-715-8638 numbers now unima the numbers
Debio.
Okay.
Fahukime.
I say you can't register your side chick as a pension beneficiary. Senate GM.
Oh, but
no, why we are going to register. Where's your Okofa Wi-Fi?
Now, I'm for register on side chicks.
No, Okofa Wi-Fi.
Are people registering their side chicks?
I don't know. Maybe I know be
registered.
Maybe I know be registered.
Maybe the person doesn't have a family. That person doesn't have a wife or have children.
No, then the side chick.
And then come for wine and ye. Only wife. Now this one that you are taking out to. So if somebody is fortunate enough to be a side chick, and a side chick will be away, you know, some girlfriend. So the person can be your side chick. If you are not married, you don't have a wife.
And no side chick.
And so I mean, if you are not married,
you can't have a side chick.
You can't have a side chick.
But okay. It's a side chick here.
Then I get his point.
You get his point,
yeah.
Right? A woman arrested over viral video. You saw that video posted accusing an Uber driver of being a murderer. You remember that? Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, my brother, I'm back again. Joseph Kudes here.
Okay. Minimum just okay.
Oh, yeah. No, fighting. And Obia, only and our girlfriend, or your girlfriend, I want to be fiancé, about the fiancé. That is a different thing. And the woman who's for compensation. But me, I don't think his own money and he's doing it for the woman. That's fine. If you go there, then go answer your question. But the serious matter is here that Oleko, I pay tax on the place. Tenancy, is it tenancy? No. You are talking about property rate.
Property rate, right.
Property rate is there. And when we need to collect property rate, where does it go to? Are they able to account for it? Yeah, we create so many, whatever it is, laws to cover this thing. If I'm coming back again to say that somebody went to university, computer university, is not sitting on AMB office, that he should go be a tax collector, go and meet the woman who sells something on the table, and you have put a container. And when you go to take the, what they call, ticket or whatever, and the woman couldn't pay, and if almost degree holder, who are back on 2 stores. What I said, what we need in this place is to put systems in place. Systems in place that monitor whatever we do. You see, and one thing about is that when somebody is there doing the work already, and you come and you are brought, do you know what? If they be like, they should put me in the office there. They should not pay me. Alright? They should not pay me. So what I'm going to do is that they should get me an office, put all the necessary machines and machinery, and give me 1 soldier, 1 police. I will make money and I will take 20% for the country. Every month, the money I will make, I will take 20%. There are lots of things you need to do. If you look, Ghana is rich too. Even our daughter is money.
Yeah.
Our daughter, they are money.
They are money.
Go to the new site. Go and see. Let you to go back. The water in the car is money. So I don't see why even the government is locating funds to AMA. Come on. They are supposed to generate income in them. And pay themselves and pay government. I don't understand why a teacher will say, a professional will say, I'm working. So if they don't increase my pay, I will stop matter. If they are not increasing your pay, you pay, you stop and go and do something for yourself. Because if the government is supposed to look for you, they are supposed to look for government. Individual with this mentality. Do you understand?
Yeah.
When you become self-independent, politician will not come and dada you. And come and give you promise he cannot fulfill. You know what you are worth. If he is able to come and say something, he wouldn't do it. The communities of power, that's the idea. Don't deal with them. Yes, develop individual senses to know what we are worth. We are now bringing in that the gentleman is saying, when the truck driver, you see, it is about when you go from here to Temba, the traffic alone, it can take somebody 2 hours to go and come back. Well, I just truck driver.
Come on me.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you see that before you go and come, it is not easy. Do you understand? So if one driver knows from where he is going to Pokuase, and before he comes, he will come back. No, the people is waiting for that. I know people from the Fako. Don't know the empty. And when they go one side and they are coming, they all go back. So it will not full. You have to come back and come and pick those who want to go. And that's the prime time. And prime times are traffic zones. Please, Ghana, we have everything. And Ghana is like a very beautiful woman. When he gets somewhere where if these politicians come, he can't take a girlfriend. He won't pass up. He don't go take out the picture. Then leave him. Then go to come. He can't go pass up. Then he leave him. He's just giving back and nobody says about it. With all his riches. Chief, it's funny. What kind of country is this? We need them. And I'm saying that our pastors, our men of God, should to develop individuals in our church. How many pastors are able to help about 10 people in the church? Like Adu Chedra is doing. We are a number of second time. And I've come to believe that about this short pastors on another TV station.
All right. Well, I think this is the time we got. You say you got so sorry. We need to take off at this point because you have to make way for others to also join because of time constraint. I think we have a bigger conversation with you later tonight on the News Focus 9 p.m. You can join us and let's have that conversation. 053-715-863. It's the numbers. Also, what chains of
the birthday
chains?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.
But the driver that called and said that
the traffic
because
issue.
of the traffic situation.
Sometimes they have to find a way.
Yes. So because of traffic, you have to charge me double.
No, the assertion is making is that sometimes going and coming from a corner.
But see, ABR or Ukwasawa in Sawama, you have to stop at Pokwasi and continue. So if I am going to Insawam, and you know you will get to Insawam, but you will get to Pokwasi and load in Insawam, why don't you pick me from Circle and charge me in Insawam so that I pay for Insawam and be in the car, so that those who will drop off on the way will join at Pokwasi to Insawam.
Sometimes they make you pay the full distance, but when they might get to Circle and they don't have the numbers, so they give you to another vehicle that is going to that. That's true. So it's a very difficult, challenging situation.
If we all buy a car, because at this point, I can't endure that stress.
You gotta endure that stress, right?
No.
Well, regulate. There's a lot of stories that has also come in. I mean, the 4 tanker turning off today at the central region. Why are the BPCs falling? Right. So we'll have that conversation with somebody from MPA, God willing, tomorrow to find out what is really going into that, because the fire. Yesterday we had a helicopter crashing at Tema. So this morning we have 4 tanker overturned at Central Region. It's a burning and also going on there as well. Well, you can put in your
so
is it a birthday?
Yeah, it's a birthday wish to a brother of my best friend.
Okay.
And his name is Benjamin Tego. Happy birthday to you. May God bless and keep you and grant every heart desire of yours. We call him the general manager.
Oh, okay.
He's the general project manager. Yeah. So happy birthday to you, Benjamin. God bless you and keep you and grant every heart desire of yours, and also grant you wisdom and knowledge to explore. Happy birthday to you from Patricia and I. We say a happy birthday to you, Benjamin. We call him Benji.
28 foreigners, landlords arrested in Amancia West over unlawful entry into Ghana. 28 foreigners. Listen, 28 foreigners, landlords.
Landlords?
Yeah.
What are they coming to do?
They are landlords.
So use the rights.
A joint task force made up of Ghana Police and the Ghana Immigration has arrested 28 foreigners, some landlords in the Amancia West District of the Ashanti region for unlawfully entering the country without proper
arrest all of them.
They should arrest all of them. Oh. Including the landlords.
I don't know which country.
So because the point is that the landlords are supposed to even check whether the person has documentation that permits the person to stay in Ghana.
That's the thing.
And we don't check. We just allow.
Hey, now you want money. The person has come brought money. What again are you going to ask? But that's the right thing to do. You get? That's the right thing to do. Check who is coming to live in your house. What the person does.
The background is very
you get it. If the person is a foreigner, they should provide a police report or something.
Now they show that documentation. That shows that immigration has given you this number of months to stay.
Because we want money, the person has come, the rent is 3,500. The ordinary Ghanaian around wants to pay 1,500. Now when I was buying the cement, I was buying zero. So if somebody has come, is a foreigner, wants to pay 3,500, I'll take it. I don't care what the person does. we put our country in a position where it's not safe. So I think it's okay. Maybe we need to sensitize people a little more.
We need to sensitize people a little more. The question has always been that, recently the global event, COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war, the rising Israeli-Iran tension highlights the need for Ghana to prioritize national security and economic resilience. Yeah, because adding to the concerns are insecurity issues in the African sub-region, including terrorism in the Sahel, piracy in the Gulf of Guinea, the instability in neighboring countries, the vulnerability of the developing nations like Ghana to external shocks underpins the importance of proactive innovation. Ghana must invest. We must invest in intelligence and cybersecurity to safeguard this nation's interests. Those are the things we have to start looking at. Well, wrapping up comment, we need to go.
So, for me, I would say that we are still in the Ghana month.
Yeah, Ghana month.
We need to prioritize everything Ghanaian. We need to also ensure that the place is safe. We need to, our leaders, especially our security sectors, the issue of crashes and fire, we should really pay attention to it and try some preventive measures. If we have to sensitize people, we need to do that, because usually we know it happens in January, but we are in March. So this issue of fire here and there, we need to really look at it. Yeah.
All right, we want to say I want to say a big thank you to the police for the swiftness when it comes to the Halida fault yesterday.
Yeah, and the Ghana Fire Service.
Yeah, Ghana Fire Service and the police. In 3 minutes, they were there to make sure they put everything in order. I want to say thank you to them. They've done so well. We want to appreciate everybody that has joined us this morning. Both
and some of us are following keenly on the issue with the oral and issue. Yeah, so some of us are following keenly on that.
So we'll bring you up to speed on that as well. And also want to say thank you for joining us this morning from 6 a.m. till now. Our callers, our testers, we say we appreciate all of you. So we're back again tomorrow. Always when you stop to say a prayer, say one for us. And don't forget to always say a prayer with every heartbeat. To have a good morning.